Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay
All right, guys, we are ready to go for part 2. My last stream of the day. The Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everybody. I, of course, am Dr. DeLay, and I am ready for some football, man. Hopefully, the Steelers can win a big game. Would be nice to see it happen. As, again, the Buffalo Bills 7-4 taking on the 6-5 Pittsburgh Steelers. Rodgers is back. Of course, there is, he's injured, and there is a brace on his left wrist, so that is going to be interesting on how he handles that. I am cautiously optimistic as a Steelers fan, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know. The Bills are favored by 3.5 today. Now make it 3, apparently. That's just moved to 3. The over-under 44, so not really expecting too much on the scoreboard. 24-21. That's about what they're expecting. I would expect a kind of a lower scoring game, to be honest with you. Not saying the defenses are good, because they're really not. But just how I expect you would think the Steelers attack the Bills by just running the ball. The Bills' run defense, not good. So draining the clock, kind of doing what they can to keep the Bills off the field. Normally, I'm very against that philosophy, to be honest with you, but I think today it calls for it. I really do. I think that is the way they should go. But I guess we'll find out. What's up, DeLay? How's it going? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Again, appreciate you all you guys for tuning in. Eli, Carter, appreciate you. Denny. The Jets won. Yeah, look at that. George, again, thank you for tuning in. Done picking the Falcons. Yeah. Bud, thank you again for tuning in. And yeah, hopefully, I guess I'm first in the pick'em for now, but again, it's been a rough year, just a disastrous year for me, but, I'll take it. Look at that. 80% now. Look at that. Hey, so I had a disastrous start, but I had a good day today. Wrong on the Rams Panthers so far today. That's the only one I've been wrong on. So look at that. So will that continue the rest of the way? I hope so. But, of course, again, some interesting results earlier. I covered, of course, Jaguars, Titans, which that was a blowout. But what's interesting about it is the results that it kind of impacted. So we'll go ahead and just start here in the just in general. I'll go and make my screen a little bit bigger for you guys to see what I'm looking at. Niners over the Browns. Of course, that was kind of expected. The Niners 9-4. They'll now get their bye week finally. And now this is the interesting part. Again, the Jaguars, of course, over the Titans. Titans are pretty much, again, they're 1-11. They're done. Whatever. Jaguars 8-4. The Texans beat the Colts. So now the Texans dropping the Colts from 1-2. The Texans now only a game back, and the Jaguars have now taken over first place. Rhino Nation, they are definitely not feeling great right now. They are definitely not happy at the moment. Of course, again, I'm a member of Rhino Nation, but of course, again, just got to pick on them a little bit because I don't know. They're undefeated at home. They're just going to keep on winning. Well, the Texans just won, so I don't know. I guess what's all that about? It is what it is. Dolphins 21, Saints 17. The Dolphins, I guess, keeping their slight playoff hopes alive. They pretty much need to win out. Again, I project that the AFC wildcard and the NFC, you need to be 10-7 to pretty much have a chance to get in. 9-8 will not get you in unless you win the AFC North or the NFC South. That's the only way you're getting in. Jets 27-24 over the Falcons. Jets kicking a game winner to beat the Falcons. Again, the Falcons still have an outside chance. Their division's not that great as far as record-wise. Again, the Buccaneers and the Panthers aren't too bad. Go Steelers. Appreciate you, JJ, for tuning in. Appreciate you. Eli. Okay, Eli. All right. Was that comment necessary? Yes, I don't like spamming, but okay. All right. Okay. We're just going to, it'll be okay, buddy. It'll be okay, I promise. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Buccaneers, again, winning 20-17 over the Cardinals. And the Panthers, again, upsetting the Rams. That seems to be the game of the day. I probably should have done it in hindsight. Didn't know. But I guess I can, again, mark off the Titans on my list. I have officially covered every single team in the NFL this year. Look at me go. I know I'm pretty great. So now the Titans are 0-1 when I cover them, and it'll probably be the last time I cover them, unless, of course, there's just nothing else to cover that day. And, of course, again, I am, of course, a Steelers fan. If you're just tuning in, I cover every Steelers game. So here you go. The Bills, I've covered them twice as of now. They are 1-1 in the games that I cover. Need DK to go off tonight. This guy sound like a sports bettor. This guy. But yeah, we're hopeful that it could be a good game. Looks like, Jim Nance and Tony Romo on the call. There we go. Can't wait to see Romo. Romo, of course, loves Allen. He loves Mahomes. And it's honestly been a while since we've had like an afternoon game for Pittsburgh. It's nice to see the, Heinz Field or Acrisure, Heinz Field pretty much in the evening. I think that's just the best time for Steelers. They don't really do well, at least in recent memory, whenever they play at the 4:25 kickoff, but it is very nice aesthetically, at least. Though it's not really a great day. It is cloudy and all that stuff. Rodgers can only do so much. He needs a receiver to step up. Oh, yeah, I know. Black and yellow, you know it. Watch out for the Vikings upsetting the Sea Chickens today. We'll see. We'll see. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. I am definitely ready for this one. Jersey saying, I hope the Steelers lose because Jags won. You suck. This guy. Jersey. Okay. Appreciate you, Jersey, for tuning in. The Jags did win. But again, a 3-point spread. Can the Steelers win a big game? Of course, again, the Steelers have beaten Josh Allen once before. That was to begin the 2021 season. But it has been a while. It has been a while. That was, no, is it 20? Yeah, it was 2021. They lost in 19 with Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph. I'm sure you guys remember that one. Again, that was another game where the Steelers should have ran the ball a lot, but we decided to have Duck Hodges throw it 44 times. So that was a stupid decision there. Hopefully we don't make the same mistake today. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. There we go. Looks like the Bills are going to be kicking off to Pittsburgh. It's a 34-degree day there in Pittsburgh. 16-mile-per-hour winds with wind gusts 30 to 35. Actually, Pittsburgh will be kicking off. My bad. So Chris Boswell will be kicking off, going right to left on your YouTube screen. And again, hopefully we just get a good game. As here is the kickoff, and we are underway in Pittsburgh. As he fields it at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, bouncing it outside. He's at the 20, and brought down around the 22, and that's where the Bills will start their drive. Here comes Josh Allen. He's, of course, again, had success against the Steelers. He's 4-1 against the Steelers, including the postseason. He's looking to keep that going. I mean, that's essentially domination. So 1st and 10 for the Bills. They have it at their own 23 as Allen is going to be, I just realized I'm on the wrong screen here. My bad. Allen is in. He's actually under center. Receiver to left is he hands it off up the middle. This is Cook. Cook at the 25. He's at the 30, the 35, and pushed out of bounds at the 42. James Cook already cooking the Steelers with a nice gain of 19 yards. You want Patrick Green's? You want 2 Patrick Queen sacks? Well, we'll see. Let's go, Bills, says Jersey. Trisk not happy. So 1st and 10 for the Bills already. Again, the Bills looking good as Allen is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Allen sends a man in motion. He takes a snap. It's a screen. Oh, and it's going to go into the ground. Incomplete. Shakir on the receiving end of the target, but not really the receiving end of the ball. Again, that was straight into the turf. The run game matchup. James Cook has 6 100-yard games this season. That's mostly the NFL. The Steelers have allowed 105 yards a game. So just not great. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Again, JJ, thank you. 2nd and 10 at the 42 as Allen is under center. He hands it off to Cook up the middle, and he's only going to get a couple this time as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. I have a feeling this is going to be a really good game. I hope so. Go Bills, no hard feelings. I understand. Backwards pass? Nah. 3rd and 7 for Buffalo. Can the Steelers get him off on third down? This is typically when the Steelers struggle, honestly. Third down, it's like, okay, time to get 10 or 15. As Allen is in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. As Allen takes the snap, drops back. He's looking over the middle. He fires. It is caught at the 42 and dropped immediately. That is going to be a Buffalo Bills first down. That is Brandon Cooks on the catch. James Pierre on the coverage. So brand new set of downs are going to be 1st and 10 in Pittsburgh territory. Again, they're at the 42. So Allen, it's going to be under center. Receiver to the right, tight ends in tight. As Allen takes the snap, it's a toss to Cook. Cook down the right side, and he's not going to get too much. Tackled at the 42-yard line. It's going to be a yard. Bills, again, leading the NFL in rushing. They're going to attack this Steelers defense. That is, well, I mean, they've looked a little bit better as of late. Yeah, kind of. I mean, not really. Started off terribly against the run. The first month of the season, getting gashed against the Jets, the Seahawks. That was rough. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Bills. As Allen is under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right, and there's a lot of movement, and Watt points the other way. False start on Buffalo. That'll back him up 5. Your dad texted me as soon as the Panthers won. There we go. Yeah, I bet he is excited. I bet he is. All right, 2nd and 14 coming up for Buffalo. As Allen, it's going to be in the shotgun, receivers to each side. Sending a man in motion. Allen drops back, looking to his right, floats it to his left. It's caught by Cook. He's at the 50. He's at the 45 and brought down around the 43. Back to the original line of scrimmage. And that'll make it 3rd and 10 coming up for the Bills. I'm glad your team didn't play today. Well, yeah, I mean, already got it over with, I guess. 3rd and 10 for Buffalo. Showing Joe Brady here. They're ranking 3rd in offense, 9th in pass, 1st in rush. As Allen is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Allen changing it up at the line. He takes the snap. Definitely a false start. No called. That's going to be intercepted. Intercepted. And he's running the distance. They're going to say he was down. But that is a turnover. Brandon Eccles with the pick. And the Steelers will take over at their own 35. Allen on a slant. But it finds Eccles. Davis on the coverage. He's able to squeeze it with his legs. There we go. Great stuff there. Picked off Allen. So I don't know if we're cutting to commercial here or not. Looks like we are. 11-11 left to go here in the first quarter. Bless up. 0-0 Bills and Steelers. Horrible pass, yep. JJ loves it, yep. Appreciate it, guys, for hanging out. Your new Pennsylvania team's doing their job. This guy, you don't want your Philly fanatics to hear that. JJ loves the Eagles. He's more of a Phillies guy, but I mean he does cover, of course, the Eagles and the Sixers. That's your MVP, this guy. Passive aggressive. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. It is free. We're closing in on 2,500 subscribers, folks. It would be great to get that done today. JJ, you're too fast. I'm trying to get the bots out of here. Good stuff. But yeah, it would be great if everyone were to subscribe right now. I would hit 2,500 subscribers. Of course, we'll check out what's happening across the nation in football. Still don't know how Lamar went, but didn't win. Well, I mean, 2 years ago, it shouldn't have went to Lamar. That's the argument there. It was a makeup call. He shouldn't have won 2 years ago. The Vikings and Seahawks tied at 0 apiece. Pardon me. And the Raiders and the Chargers as well. 0-0 in that one. Chargers are driving at the Raiders 38. Raiders looking to make it a competitive game. Can they? I guess we'll find out. But nobody has scored in the afternoon slate. Again, final scores from earlier. Niners 26, Browns 8, Jaguars 25, Titans 3, Texans 20, Colts 16, Dolphins 21, Saints 17, Jets 27, Falcons 24, Buccaneers 20, Cardinals 17, and the Panthers 31, Rams 28. Pew pew, they call me the mod assassin. Gotcha. I gotcha there. Appreciate you, man. Play-by-play with JJ. Again, if you like baseball, folks, you like Philly sports, make sure, again, to check out Play-by-Play with JJ. He does a great job over there as he's, I guess, just hanging out for this afternoon game. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They're going to have it at their own 35. Who should have won 2 years ago? I don't remember. I just remember Lamar did not do a good job. I think McCaffrey, I think it was McCaffrey, if I recall. The Steelers will definitely win because they picked the Bills. I don't know if that's the reason. I hope so. I'll take it. Doesn't matter how we win. Just get the win. As Rodgers has it, 1st and 10. 2 receivers on the right, tight ends in tight to the left. As Rodgers sends a man in motion. They have 6 linemen out there. Fakes the snap. Fires. It is caught at the 35. He's at the 40 and brought down at the 43. I meant to say toss. I said snap for some reason. Regardless, that's a gain of 8 for DK Metcalf. A nice little catch and run. Can't believe the Rams lost. Yep. Got to get going. The tiny dinner and then get ready for those Sixers. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, JJ, for tuning in, man. Thank you again. Enjoy your dinner and good luck with the Sixers. As it's 2nd and 2, Rodgers in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Rodgers changing up the alignment there, handing it off up the middle to Warren. He's going to get close to the first down. They're going to mark him just short. Needed to, gets 1 yard and 2/3. That'll make it 3rd and inches coming up for the Steelers. And beyond Sunday, 1 to 7 should be a thing. Yeah, I don't know why they actually do that. 3rd and 1 for the Steelers. They need to get to the 45 for a brand new set of downs. They're at the 44.5 as Rodgers is in the pistol. Receiver to the left, sending a man in motion. As Rodgers takes the snap, and he hands it off to Warren up the middle. And the pile continues to move. Good effort there. And they're going to whistle it dead at the 46. That is a brand new set of downs for the Steelers. Why did Allen throw the ball underneath that to a team who plays Tampa 2? Oh, yeah, I don't know about all the... I mean, I kind of know about all the details there, but we'll see how it goes. Again, it's just one drive. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. As Rodgers is in the pistol, they're at the 47, sending a man in motion. Rodgers takes the snap, pitches it out to Warren. Warren is swarmed in the backfield. Nothing doing there. That's a loss of 2 on the play. Steelers will win with all field goals and at least 3 turnovers on defense. I mean, I'll take it. Like I said, I don't care if it's 3-2 or 2-0. All right, 2nd and 12 coming up for the Steelers as Rodgers and the offense, they are in the shotgun. Trips to the right. Tight end in tight to the left. As Rodgers takes the snap, he drops back, looking over the middle, dumps it off to Warren. Warren cuts inside. He's at the 45 and brought down at the 47. That's just a gain of 2. They're back at the original line of scrimmage. Now it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 for Pittsburgh. Rodgers and the offense trying to keep this drive going. 3rd down conversion percentage this season, 12th. That's not too shabby. Usually we're down in the 20s. Rodgers has a lot to do with that. 3rd and 10. Rodgers does indeed take the snap. He drops back. He's looking. He fires it down the right side. It is incomplete. Austin looking for the flag. No flags are thrown. And that is, I guess, good defense by Buffalo, and the Steelers will have to punt. Rodgers pretty upset about something. To be honest, when is he not? Sounds like the Steelers-Ravens game last year, yeah. Yep, until the Ravens figured out the Steelers. That was the problem. So here is Waitman ready to punt. As there it is. That's going to be booted. Fair catch signal made at the 18. So the Bills will start their drive inside the 20. With about 7:31 left to go here in the first quarter. 0-0. They got to stop letting the defender hold the arm of the receiver before the ball gets there. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's a tough one for me because, again, I think defense gets penalized a lot. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, you're gonna call it. You got to call it. 2 short passes, and then on 3rd down, go deep. Well, Tomlin, I mean, again, I do think he does impact the offense as well. Again, maybe a little bit less this year, but I don't really blame that on him at all. Not this one. You know, Tomlin in the past, yes, he has impacted the offense, of course, because he wants to win by the defense. He wants a conservative game, chew the clock, keep the defense, or, get the defense, win it with the defense pretty much. This year, I don't think he is as much, he's as involved in the offense at all. So, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure you're getting a like and subscribe. We're closing in on 2,500 subscribers, folks. Would be great to get it done today. Would be awesome. And, of course, again, I'll be going live tomorrow for Giants and the Patriots. So make sure, again, to subscribe for that one. So I'll be going live. Again, that's what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I was on here all day yesterday, did 4 streams of college. Only doing 2 streams today. We're going to take a chill day here. In the other games right now, 0-0 there in Seattle as the Vikings are, trying to pull the upset. Sam Darnold taking on his former team. And the Chargers lead 7-0 over the Raiders with 4:21 left to go. And, of course, again, the big story of the day, the Jaguars taking over first place in the AFC South as the Colts fell to the Texans. Jaguars over the Titans. Now, and again, another big thing, the Rams losing to the Panthers, 31-28. So that playoff picture is just bouncing all over the place. Let me go and refresh it. I'll update it for you because I'm just that type of guy. As you can see, again, the Bears now take first place. Rams at 2, Eagles at 3, Buccaneers at 4. And then, of course, the Seahawks, Packers, and Niners are rounding out the rest of the NFC there. For the AFC, you got the Patriots at 1, Broncos at 2, Jaguars at 3, the Steelers at 4. They moved up 5 spots due to the Ravens' loss on Thanksgiving. Colts now dropping to the 5 spot, Chargers at 6, Bills here at 7. So 1st and 10 for the Bills. They'll have it at their own 18 as Allen is under center. He hands it off to Cook up the middle. He's at the 20. Still moving his feet at the 25, brought down at the 26. That's a nice run there for James Cook. Thanks to the Panthers, the Bears are number 1 seed in the NFC. Miracles do happen. That is true. That is true. That was very impressive by the Panthers today. So 2nd and 2 for the Bills. Goku saying, go Bears. Good luck against Buffalo today. Hey, good luck against the Chargers as well, Raider. Appreciate you for tuning in. Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers the right. Tight ends in tight as Allen hands it off up the middle. This is Cook. Cook still moving the legs. He's at the 30 and going to be whistled dead at the 31. That's a gain of 5, and that is a Buffalo Bills first down. Panthers football might be back. Maybe. I don't know about that one. Maybe. That was a good win, though. So 1st and 10 for the Bills. Keeping on the ground here again after the Allen interception. Allen under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Allen drops back, it is a handoff up the middle. He's at the 35, the 40, and he's tripped up across the 45-yard line. The Bills keeping it on the ground, and it's working. That is another Buffalo Bills first down, crossing the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. Again, Allen throwing the pick. The Steelers couldn't do anything. Bills now on their second possession, and they are moving the ball down the field. Again, just moving the ball on the ground as Allen is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Allen hands it off up the middle. This is Davis. He's at the 50, the 45, and brought down at the 41. That's another nice run. As the Bills, 4 plays, they've just marched it down the field across, 30, 35 yards here. 4 runs. Unbelievable. The Steelers' run defense, or lack of, I should say, unbelievable. So 1st and 10 for the Bills as they are at the Pittsburgh 42. Yep, 42. Allen under center as he hands it off down the left side, and this time the Steelers earn their paycheck. That's a loss on the play. So I guess, you know, the 5th time is the charm for the Steelers defense. I mean, why not, though, if you're the Bills? Again, 4 plays, just ran it 35 yards. Might as well keep it going. If they ran it 40-something yards on the 4 plays. So 2nd and 12 coming up for the Bills. Colts and Bears are number 1 seeds in different spots. Wait, hold on. I have to reread that, I guess, because that is not accurate. 2nd and 12, Allen in the shotgun, and he's going to throw it in the turf. There's a flag, and I believe it's going to be a false start. Colts or Bears, different spots. Number 1 seed, different spots, same season. I swear the script writer is the one that must be. No, I don't know what you're saying there. You lost me there. What's up, Doctor? I picked up a couple Steeler players, but mostly Bills guys. Probably the smart move there. Panthers at least have a respectable team. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. Have the streams been good today? The first game, not really. Titans-Jaguars was a dud, but I had to do it. 2nd and 17, Allen. It's going to be a little bubble screen here. It's caught at the 50s, at the 45, and brought down at the 43. That's a gain of 7. It looks like there's a flag. I think it's going to go against Pittsburgh. That was Ty Johnson on the catch and run. I don't know. I saw a referee saying personal foul against Pittsburgh. Hold on. Personal foul. Defense. Face mask. Okay, because, they didn't tell me what it was. Face mask number 29. That's a 15-yard penalty. Oh, there is no foul. What the heck? Replay assist. Coming in to help the... if anything, it was a face mask on the offensive lineman. Yeah, it could have been a face mask on their own player. If anything, Allen's still saying, no, it was a face mask. No, that's not the case. So 3rd and 10 for the Bills. Steelers defense, or Steelers crowd getting loud. Tomlin pointing as Allen is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. They need to get to the 32 for a brand new set of downs. As Allen motions a guy inside. Now Allen's going to change something up at the line. He's moving everywhere. Allen lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back, looking to his right. Allen under pressure. Allen moving to his left, throws it incomplete. Pass intended to Johnson. Throw a little bit low, and now it's going to force a punt, a likely punt. A 60-yard attempt in Acrisure would be interesting, especially in this weather. I remember when it was hard to kick here at Heinz Field, but no. Everyone can kick now. It's ridiculous. You love the Steelers' 3rd down. Oh, yeah. That's great. So Allen on the field. What in the world? This is analytics. Unbelievable. Allen in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. And Allen and the Bills, they're going to go ahead and not do anything. There is a flag. It's going to be a delay game most likely. So delay a game, yeah. Bills will have to punt. So, yeah, the Bills again will punt from their own 40, or not their own 47, the Pittsburgh 47. And a nice 4:25 start. It's just, you just don't see that anymore. You'd like to see more of that. I guess when the Steelers win playoff games, you will. There's the snap, and here is the punt. And that is going to be bouncing at the 5 and rolls into the end zone for a touchback. All right, 0-0 is your score with 3:19 left to go in the first quarter. They will step away for a commercial break. I, of course, will stay right here, 0-0 in this one. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. We're closing in on 2,500 subscribers, folks. If everyone were to subscribe right now, I would definitely hit 2,500. So make sure, again, to leave a like. Helps out small channels like mine compete with big channels like, Urinating Tree, Tom Grossi, Football Nation, all those other guys. Again, there's plenty of them out there. So, again, appreciate you guys for clicking on my stream. I know you had to probably scroll way down to find it. All right, Vikings Seahawks 0-0 in that one, and the Chargers leading 7-0 over the Raiders. Not really, I guess, a shock there. And then, of course, final scores from earlier. Niners 26, Browns 8, Jaguars 25, Titans 3, Texans 20, Colts 16, Dolphins 21, Saints 17, Jets 27, Falcons 24, Buccaneers 20, Cardinals 17, and the Panthers 31, Rams 28. So there you go. That's what's been happening across the nation. Again, much appreciated you guys hanging out. Of course, feel free to chat down below. Again, I do enjoy interacting with the chat. The chat is a big part of the channel. So let me know what you're thinking about this game around the NFL. A lot of stuff happening around the NFL. Again, the Colts have lost their division lead. The Bears have taken over. They're now number 1 in the NFC. Just a lot of stuff happening. I'm pretty sure the Titans were officially eliminated today, which, again, they were pretty much eliminated already. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Again, we're closing in on the end of this football season. Pretty sad to think about. Looks like the Saints and the Cardinals were also eliminated today, so that happened. So yeah, I guess the Raiders holding on for dear life. I guess they lose, they're out. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. All right, we're back here in Pittsburgh again at 0-0. The Steelers will have it at their own 20. Steelers defense doing a decent job there at the end. Again, the first few plays of that drive, the Bills were just gashing the Steelers. Steelers defense able to rise to the occasion and hold them. So 1st and 10 as Rodgers and the Steelers offense again take over at the 20. Sean Mike Tomlin here, of course, he has the second most career wins, among active head coaches. Just don't show the playoff record. I guess all is good. As Rodgers is in the pistol, receiver to the right, tight ends in tight. As Aaron says, hold on, what am I saying? It's going to be handoff down the right side, and he's going to get a couple. I apologize. I guess I lagged out for some reason. I swear I'm a real person. That was weird. I did not know what was happening. Again, just a handoff there down the right side, just a couple on that play. Most consecutive seasons without losing record, the Steelers with 21, Cowboys with 21 back in 65-85. Patriots had 19. So I guess the Steelers could set a record if they hit 9 wins. That would be interesting. So 2nd and 8. Rodgers in the pistol, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right as he sends a man in motion as Rodgers takes the snap and he hands it off, cuts inside and is brought down at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 3. That's what a robot would say. I don't know. I just kind of lagged out. That was weird. Brain fart. Curious what Arizona will do quarterback next year. You're going to get fewer viewers on this one. This one is, oh yeah, I know. I totally get that one. I know that. That's okay though. Again, I'm calling every Steelers game regardless of competition, regardless of time slot. That's how it goes. Actually, my most viewed Steelers game was a Sunday night game. So, I don't know. Sometimes it's just random. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, trips to the right as Rodgers drops back. He's looking to his right, floats it down the right sideline. It is overthrown, incomplete. Wilson, the intended target, as Rodgers just swearing away, and they will punt. And again, yesterday I actually had, again, the best streams of my life covering a lot of college. And again, those are all nationally televised games as well. Oklahoma LSU got me 40,000 people. And again, that's on TV. That's on ABC. That was awesome. That was the best stream ever. So Waitman going to be punting, as here it is. There's the punt. 3 and out for Pittsburgh. That's going to be fair, caught at the 23, and that's where Shakir and the Bills will take over. For the moment, actually, there's a flag. What else is new? If he gets a winning record this year, then he'll have the record for most consecutive winning seasons in NFL history. Not he, the Steelers would. The Steelers would, not him. I guess maybe him. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I have to... Holding on the Bills, that's going to back him up 10. I guess I'd have to look at that for him. You know, again, I'm more of a playoff win guy, but that's just me. So another commercial break, 0-0 Buffalo and Pittsburgh with 1:41 left to go in this one. And appreciate you guys for hanging out. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. The chat is a very big part of the channel, so let me know what you're thinking about the game. Let me know what you're thinking about just, you know, whether it was college football yesterday and a lot of stuff happening in college football. How was your Thanksgiving? I, of course, had a great one. Hopefully you did have a happy one. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. As that's not what I wanted to do here. 61% of you guys have picked the Bills to win this game as a touchdown turkey has fallen to the ground. 39% have picked the Steelers. Not really a shock, to be honest with you. Again, the Bills definitely are considered the favorites amongst most people. And again, me, I did pick the Steelers in the pick'em, but you know, am I going to be surprised if the Steelers lose? No. No, I would not. Even if the Steelers do lose, they'll hold on to 4th place or the 4th seed for what it's worth. Again, it doesn't really matter what happens today. Next week, the Steelers, of course, taking on the Ravens. That'll be pretty big. A very big game. Steelers-Ravens. Man, that is a big game. Of course, again, it's always good to have the Steelers winning a game. Yeah, I can't say, oh, well, this one doesn't really matter, but because I guess there's an outside chance that the AFC North could send two teams in the playoffs with a wild card, knocking the Bills back and the Steelers winning 7-5. They would have the tiebreaker over the Bills. That's always a thing. Of course, the Bills, they're looking to keep pace with the Patriots, and then they've just kept winning. I believe they're 10-2, right? Or 10-1 or something. Yeah, 10-2. Unbelievable. Touchdown turkey. Yep, touchdown turkey. And we brought him in here for Thanksgiving. He likes touchdowns. Again, he's unbiased. So he will go crazy for touchdowns. He loves touchdowns. Goes cuckoo for touchdowns. So we are back here at Pittsburgh again. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. As they'll have it at their own 13. 1:41 left to go here in the first quarter as Allen is in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Allen sending a man in motion. That is Johnson. As Allen lifts the leg, takes the snap. Looking to his left. Dumps it off to Cook to his right. He's at the 10, the 15. And steps out of bounds at the 17. Should be a gain of 4 there for James Cook. Again, he's already looking pretty good so far. Would have been here sooner, but I was supporting my IRL friend stream. That's all good, man. The game's been all right. I mean, you know, 0-0. It's about how you'd expect. Allen threw a pick on the first drive. They got it. The Steelers would get a first down, but then have to punt. Bills kind of drove the field. Then they had a punt. And then the Steelers 3 and out. So kind of how you'd expect. 2nd and 6 at the 17 as Allen tosses to Cook. Cook cuts inside and it's going to be brought down around the 19. They're going to give him 2. So 3rd and 4 coming up for the Bills. So we're approaching the end of the first quarter. Again, 0-0 is your score. I was kind of expecting a low-scoring game. Again, with the wind conditions, with how really the teams have played as of late. For the moment, that may be the case. As Allen is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the... No, pardon me, trips to the right. I guess I missed those guys. Allen drops back. He's looking to his left. Fires up the middle. It is dropped. Incomplete. Eccles on the coverage. Shakir, the intended target. It's a punt-a-thon. Yep. Throw a little bit behind Shakir. Then allowed Eccles to make a nice play there. So 4th and 4. The Bills will punt from their own 17. Another one. Yep. Wisnowski, the punter. There is the punt. That is going to be fielded at the 30. Austin's at the 35 and runs out of bounds at the 41. Actually, mark him out at the 43. That's a very nice field position, or starting. That's a really nice spot, to be honest with you. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Again, only 6 seconds left, I'm assuming. They will cut to commercial after this play. If it takes 6 seconds, of course. Touchdown Turkey. Yep, touchdown the Tom Turkey. That's right, we did say he was Tom. I just call him the touchdown Turkey. 1st and 10 for Rodgers. Looks like Rodgers going to be in the pistol. Receiver to the right. Tight ends in tight. As Rodgers takes a snap. Drops back. He's looking over the middle. Moving to his left. Rodgers spikes it into the turf. Incomplete. And the clock hits 1 second left. So there'll be another play. Rodgers again. I'm assuming the pistol is the formation that's going to have to work as the under center thing. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But yeah, the pistol will work. But of course, again, you want your quarterback under center. It does open up everything else. So 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. Last play before the end of the first quarter. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. As Rodgers takes a snap and hands it off to Warren. Down the left side. Cuts inside at the 45. He's at the 50. Crossing midfield. He's got a first down. So there we go. That's how we'll end the first quarter. The Steelers in Buffalo territory. They're at the Buffalo 48. 0-0. As they will take a commercial break. I, of course, will be right here. Sack fumble on Darnold. Vikings ball. Vikings defense looking good. Oh, wow. Yeah, that'll be very interesting. Panthers want today. Yep. It's been an interesting day. Again, the Colts losing. They're now out. They're not out, but they're no longer in the division lead. And of course, again, the Rams losing. Now the Bears are the number 1 seed. So yeah, just a lot of stuff happening. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play by Dr. Delay. This is what I do. I call it games. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're closing in on 2,500. Again, it'd be great if we hit that milestone today. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If everyone were to subscribe right now, 2,500 subs and counting. So anyway, yeah, the Seahawks lead 3-0 over the Vikings. Chargers 7, Raiders 0. And then, of course, final scores from earlier. Niners, the 49ers won 26-8 over the Browns. Jaguars 25, Titans 3, Texans 20, Colts 16. The Dolphins 21, Saints 17. The Jets 27, Falcons 24, Buccaneers 20, Cardinals 17, and the Panthers again beating the Rams 31-28. And again, how the playoff picture looks like that. Patriots at 1, Broncos at 2, Jaguars 3, Steelers currently in the 4 spot, the Colts at 5, Chargers and the Bills 6 and 7. And then for the NFC, the Bears have the 1 spot, Rams at 2, Eagles at 3, Buccaneers at 4, Seahawks at 5, Packers at 6, and the Niners at 7. Very impressive. Honestly, the wild cards for the NFC might all have 11 wins. Jeez, they just keep winning over there. Again, 9-8 really won't get you in unless, you win your division. That's funny is that in Madden, one of the songs in the word pistol in it, and it's censored for some reason, even though one of the main formations called the pistol. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. Bad timing. I don't know what that would mean. Vikings had 4th and 1 at the 6. Brosper didn't want to take the sack, so he flipped the ball in the air, and he was taken the other way for 6. Unbelievable. That sounds about right. All right, 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh as they have it at the Buffalo 48. Rodgers is in the shotgun. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. As Rodgers sends a man in motion, that is Freiermuth. Rodgers drops back. He's looking. Over the middle. Dumps it off. It is incomplete. Pass intended for DK Metcalf. Nothing working right now for the Steelers. Again, Rodgers 2 for 6 for 10 yards. Apparently, the Steelers have the second fewest receptions by receivers and the second most receptions by running backs. That's honestly not a surprise. Not a surprise. 2nd and 10. Rodgers hands it up the middle, and Warren is not going to get much. He does get a yard, and that is it. Pick 6? Yeah, I don't know. You banned the channel. I went to ban it. Oh, I blocked it. Oh, you hate to see it. Hate to see it. Come on, Steelers, says Chris. Hopefully. 3rd and 9 for the Steelers. Steelers averaging 292 yards a game. That's 27th in the NFL. As Rodgers is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Sending a man in motion. As Rodgers drops back, looking over the middle, moving to his right, stepping up in the pocket. Rodgers now moving to his right, and he throws incomplete. Pass intended for Austin. And the Steelers will have to punt. Punt. Put Rudolph back in. I don't know about all that. Summit. No idea what that means. What's wrong with the Titans? Go Jaguars, though. Titans just don't look all that great. Rodgers looking good, navigating in the pocket there. Yeah, it's tough. So Waitman on to punt. There's the snap, and here it is. There is the punt. And that is going to be bouncing at the 18, fielded at the 20, or down by the Steelers at the 20. So Buffalo will take over. With 13:52 left to go in the second quarter, 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Doctor, I just seen the LSU stream at 44K views. College football has been doing great for you. Yeah, no, it has. Put Will Howard. No. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess it's that time of the stream where we start saying other quarterbacks' names. And that is definitely not going to happen. Will Howard for sure not happening. Not in this game. Rudolph, I mean, maybe. Only if Rodgers is like, I don't know. I mean, I doubt that. I just don't see that happening. But yeah, Will Howard he's not getting in the game. Not today. Not in a big game like this when the Steelers are still first place in the AFC North, folks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break it to you. but don't get your hopes up. Seahawks 10, Vikings nothing. Chargers 7, Raiders 0. 49ers 26, Browns 8, Jaguars 25, Titans 3, Texans 20, Colts 16. The Dolphins, of course, they beat the Saints 21-17. Jets 27, Falcons 24, Buccaneers 20, Cardinals 17, and the Panthers 31, Rams 28. That is the big story of the day. If our only play is hand it to Warren, it will take a quarterback with two hands so I can run it both ways. No, I get what you're saying. I just realized I switched to the wrong screen. That's my bad. I don't know. I still have faith in Rodgers. I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, Rodgers, I don't think is 100%. He clearly doesn't look 100%. But, I don't know. Again, Rudolph to me just hasn't looked that impressive. I'm not. Yeah, he just hasn't. He hasn't. Again, in the Bengals game, keep in mind that the Steelers scored 2 defensive touchdowns in the second half. I mean, he only led 1 touchdown drive. And of course, in the Bears game, he had opportunities, and it was just a check down game. When he needed him the most, he didn't come through. So that's why I still am rolling with Rodgers. Vikings new quarterback looks like he's 12 playing football with his big brothers. Oh, geez. So, all right, we're back here in Pittsburgh. Buffalo has it 1st and 10 at the 20. Allen in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. The bots are pretty crazy today. Handing it off up the middle. This is Cook. And Cook going to get wrapped up after a gain of a yard. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Bills. And again, it's been a game. Steelers at 31 yards. The Bills just under 100. So 2nd and 9. Ball at the 21. Allen in the shotgun, stepping up to the line. Now he's under center. Receivers to each side. Allen takes the snap. Play action. Drops back. He steps up. Dumps it off to Cook. He's at the 25. He's got the first down at the 30 and brought down at the 34. That is a brand new set of downs for the Bills. Allen 4 for 8, 37 yards and a pick. Honestly, Dilly, this Pittsburgh setting looks beautiful. One of the best settings in the NFL. Oh, I know. I love it. And Pittsburgh should get more 425 starts, but, they just haven't earned it, I guess. Want double team there on that. 1st and 10 for Allen. He is under center. Receivers to each side. Cook in the backfield. As Allen takes the snap. Rolling to his left is Allen. Allen keeping his eyes downfield. It's going to take off a run. He's at the 40 and jogs out of bounds. Surprised he didn't try to bait a Steeler to hitting him and flopping there. So gain of 6, going to bring up 2nd and 4 coming up. Defense going to turn over. We'll see. So far, again, we already got one. The Steelers offense didn't take advantage. And, of course, holding the Bills to 0 points in the first quarter. I mean, again, you really can't ask much more from the defense at the moment. 2nd and 3, Allen. He's in the gun. He hands it off to Cook up the middle, and Cook's not going to get too much. Gets a couple. That'll make it 3rd and 2 coming up for the Bills. PNC Park is the best stadium. Oh, yeah, no, it's great. I love PNC. It's beautiful. 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Allen is in the shotgun. My voice is definitely paying a price right now. Trips to the right, tight end in, tight to the left as Allen hands it off up the middle. Davis leaning. He's fighting. He's got the first down. Pardon me, that was not Davis. That was Johnson on the carry. That's a gain of 3, and that's a Buffalo Bills first down. Johnson, his first carry of the night. Of course, it's been Josh Allen stuff here, talking about how he could have went to Fresno, went to Wyoming, just got his number retired. No more 17s there for Wyoming. That's pretty cool for him. So 1st and 10 for Buffalo. They'll have it at their own 45 as Allen is under center. And Allen hands it off. This is Cook down the left side. He's stumbling. Oh, and Cook just loses the ball. The ball's on the ground. There's a fumble. There's a fumble. And the Steelers recover. Oh, man. Tomlin voodoo magic happening again. Cook just flat out dropped it. I don't know what he was doing. Recovered by the Steelers, and the Steelers will have it inside Buffalo territory. Handing it off. And Cook, again, he was getting tackled, but then his knee hits the ball. Oh, man, that's a killer. And then Cook does land on it, but then he fails to recover. You're a psychic, yep. Oh, man, it's going to be one of those games where the other team just shoots themselves in the foot. The question is, can the Steelers offense put up points? 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They're at the 39. Rodgers in the gun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Rodgers takes the snap, drops back. He's looking to his right, fires. It is caught across the 30. DK at the 25, dropped right then and there. That is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Look at that. Second takeaway. Yep, Pittsburgh's been on the run. 9-7 wild card team. Yep, that's been us. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They'll have it at the Buffalo 25. Looked like a game of hot potato. Yep, no one wanted it. So Rodgers in the pistol. Receiver to left, receivers to the right. Sending a man in motion. Rodgers, play action, rolling to his left. Rodgers still in the pocket, looking, fires. It is dropped at the 18. Pass intended for Darnell Washington. Of course, again, we'd love to see him getting involved. I mean, just give him the ball, and with the full head of steam, it is a pleasure. And that's just a straight-up drop there by Darnell. But I'll never hate on you, Darnell. Darnell's a legend. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Steelers. They're at the Buffalo 25. Rodgers in the shotgun. Trips to the right, sending a man in motion. 1 receiver to the left as Rodgers drops back, looking to his left. Now in the middle, swings it out. It is, what a catch by Gainwell. Gainwell at the 25, the 20, 15, 10. Pushed out of bounds at the 8. Oh, what a catch by Gainwell. Throw by Rodgers, not great at all. But Gainwell saving his butt with a great catch. Oh, my goodness. He's got stickum on that hand. Oh, my goodness. 1st and goal for the Steelers. They're at the 8. Iowa State beat Iowa in wrestling. Oh, that's tough. First time in 23 years. Great catch. That was a great catch. That was amazing. That was an amazing catch. 1st and goal at the 8. Rodgers in the pistol, receivers to each side. Rodgers sending a man in motion. He drops back, looking to his left. Dumps it off over the middle. This is Warren at the 5, leading, and he's brought down at the 2. Nice little catch there. Again, just a catch and run, leaning forward. Jaylen Warren going to be 2nd and goal coming up. Steelers scoring. Aaron's feeling it. For now, he's feeling it. And then Metcalf. Oh, man, and the defender. Oh, man, you got to watch it. Oh, my gosh, that's a little worrisome there. They're already getting in Metcalf's head. 2nd and goal, Rodgers in the pistol. Tight ends in tight to the right. They've got 6 linemen in the game. Metcalf out wide to the left as Rodgers takes the snap, looking to his left. And he throws it into the turf. He was under pressure, incomplete. Rodgers not happy about something. Now he's kind of smiling. Maybe he's fine. I don't know. You can never tell with him. So 3rd and goal. Again, this would be pretty unfortunate if the Steelers didn't come away with 6 here. Not saying I would go for it. 4th and goal at the 1 either. I want to put that out there. So 3rd and goal, they're at the 2. Rodgers in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. That is a lineman. Rodgers takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He's leaning. He's got it. Do we got it? Is that a touchdown? That's a touchdown for Pittsburgh. And the touchdown turkey loves touchdowns, folks. As the Steelers lead 6-0. And now there's a lot of whistles being blown. And there's a flag. There's a flag. Again, Steelers have just scored. It is 6-0. But hold on. Hold the phone. After the play, unsportsmanlike. DK Metcalf, unsportsmanlike conduct. Unbelievable. Dang it, man. All right, well, I'd like to see what he did. But, yeah, we got a touchdown, Turkey. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have scored. We're pending the extra point. I mean, that is quite the celebration there by Warren. Jeez. So DK, again, getting an unsportsmanlike. That'll be applied, I guess, on the kickoff. Yeah, we're just pending the extra point at this point. Your field goal prediction out the window. Yep. Touchdown, Steelers. Yep. Touchdown, Turkey. Chirpa Nation saying, let's go Bills. Jude saying, go Bills. Yep. Yeah, and of course, this is a stream for everybody. Okay, again, this is a long delay here. Jeez, for this extra point. So again, 6-0. Extra point is pending. Boswell on, of course, to kick it. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 7-0. Pittsburgh leads with 8:09 left to go in the second quarter. Another turnover by Buffalo. Allen, of course, with the pick. Cook with the fumble. And he really fumbled it himself. Turkeys, yep, spamming turkeys in the chat. There we go. The touchdown turkey again. Unbiased. He just loves touchdowns, folks. That's the way it is. Touchdown. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 2,500 subs. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Hi, Doc, just saying hi. Go, Rodgers, go. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, James, for checking in. We'll check out what's happening in the other games at the moment. The Seahawks leading 13-0 over the Vikings at the half. And the Chargers leading 7-0 over the Raiders, as the Raiders have the ball at the Chargers 49. Surprisingly, Raiders kind of keeping it close in that one. There we go. Let's go Raiders. I'm sure both of our fan bases are pulling for the Raiders. Don't want the Chargers to get any wins there. And appreciate both fan bases for checking in. Appreciate you guys. Again, I do have a poll. Let me know who you think's going to win today, as the Bills have 56% of your vote. 44% with the Steelers. So I try to adjust the volume here. I hope Yaya Black becomes an All-Pro over the coming years. Possibly something more. It'd be nice. I mean, All-Pro, I'll take it. I'll take an All-Pro. That's good. Watermelon saying, go Bills. A lot of Bills support here in the chat. But again, that's fine with me. Definitely wouldn't. Not going to complain about you guys viewing. Appreciate it. Again, just clicking on the live stream helps out small channels like mine. Who's the best team in the AFC? That's a good question. I don't even know. The AFC is very much wide open. What's the Raiders? They're like, what, 2-9, 2-10? But again, you know, they're taking on the Chargers right now, which the Chargers, as kind of show you the playoff picture here. The Chargers kind of taking a spot, and we would like to see the Chargers kind of knocked down. Of course, again, the Bills have the same record as the Chargers. Steelers are a game behind the Chargers. So, it'd just be beneficial if the Raiders were to upset the Chargers today. I think we can all agree there. Robert pulling for the Raiders. There we go. Let's go Raiders. Bills offense just not looking right lately. Yep. The Patriots, yeah, they look pretty good. That's kind of bringing back some bad memories of the Patriots running the AFC. Not a fan. I'm sure both of our fan bases would agree. We're not a fan of the Patriots. But maybe this Patriots team's a little bit different than that one, from the 20 years of the Patriots. So we're back in Pittsburgh again. Boswell ready to kick things off. As there it is. It's booted at the 15. Is at the 20, the 25, the 30, and brought down at the 31-yard line. That's where Buffalo will take over at their own 31. There's no best team in the NFL this year. Yeah, no, I that's a great point. There's no best team in general. A lot of good teams. I don't think there's a great team. There's not a single great team I think we can point to. There's nobody that would say, yeah, no, that's a great team. They're all good. There's a lot of good teams. There are teams that are better than the other ones. But, yeah. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Allen under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Cook in the backfield. As Cook gets the snap up the middle. He's at the 35, the 40, breaking a tackle. He's at the 45 and slung down right there. That is a brand new set of downs for the Bills. Gain of 14 yards. So again, Cook has had a nice game. Already at 57 yards on the ground. Might as well just keep it going. So 1st and 10 for Buffalo. They're at their own 45. They got a missed tackle, a breaking tackle. Just again, can't wrap up apparently. Allen is under center, receiver to the left. Tight ends in tight to the right as Allen hands it off to Cook. Cook making a nice move there, and he's brought down around the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Gain of 3 there for James Cook. It was the tuck rule, yeah. Oh yeah, that game right there. That started it all. So 2nd and 7 for the Bills as Allen is in the pistol. Pardon me, he's in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. As Allen drops back, looking to his left. Now over the middle. Allen trying to break free. He does for the moment, and he is hit pretty hard at the 50. I'm surprised he didn't slide there. It's a good tackle in the open field. Going to be a gain. They're going to give him 4 there. I guess forward progress at the Pittsburgh 48. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Bills. As again, they've turned it over twice. It's going to be one of those games for the Steelers. Again, get the turnovers. Can the Steelers take advantage is the question. Well, they did on one of them. 3rd and 3. Allen is in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. They need to get to the 45 for a brand new set of downs. Allen lifts the leg, takes the snap, and he keeps it on the RPO up the middle, and he's got the first down. Brought down at the 44. That is a brand new set of downs for the Bills. And some pushing and shoving. Bills offensive linemen, they're holding Cameron Hayward's neck. I don't know how that's illegal. But they're just going to let it go, I guess. And Hayward pointing. He is not happy. This is turning into a chippy game. Okay. And again, there was some pushing and shoving there. And Hayward getting in Allen's face. Allen must have been saying something. And Allen, I don't know. That's what he usually does. 1st and 10. Allen is going to toss it down the left side. This is Cook. Cook is brought down around the 43. Highsmith saying, no, sir. Good to see Highsmith back. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Bills. Again, under 5 minutes here in the second quarter. Pittsburgh leading 7-0 if you're just tuning in. So Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Allen sending a man in motion. Allen takes the snap, rolling to his right, fires to his left. It's batted in the air, and it's incomplete. Duggar, the newly acquired player there, making a nice play, getting his hands up. Oh, it actually hit his helmet. That could have been a disaster for Allen. So 3rd and 8 coming up for the Bills as Allen looks up in disgust, I guess, with himself, looking at the replay on the Jumbotron. They need to get to the 35. The Steeler crowd, they are rising to their feet. They are waving the towels. Allen in the shotgun. Chips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Allen drops back. He's looking, fires it. It is caught at the 40, extending, and will get the first down, pushed out of bounds at the 34. That is a Buffalo Bills first down, as again, we're approaching the 4-minute mark. And yeah, that is definitely a first down. So 1st and 10, they're at the Pittsburgh 34. They are driving. Steelers need to stop Buffalo. Yep, they've done it already. They've done well so far. Buffalo under center. Or pardon me, Allen is under center. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Allen takes the snap, hands it off to Cook. He's up the middle. He's at the 30, bouncing it outside and tripped up at the 28. Nice run there by Cook. Going to give him 7 there. He's already at 66 yards, already at 14 carries. Buffalo going to attack the run defense of Pittsburgh. Not that great. Again, both run defenses not good. So 2nd and 3 coming up for Buffalo, as they are at the Pittsburgh 27. Allen under center, 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Allen takes the snap, rolling to his right. He's under pressure, evading a sack. Allen evading another sack. He's going to run. Oh, and he got hit. Sliding there at the end, and there's a lot of pushing and shoving in. The Bills offensive lineman, again, overreacting because, again, he slides late. He gets hit. No flag. And, again, that's just, we saw it earlier in the Tennessee-Jacksonville game. Again, if a quarterback gets hit, I mean, you just got to act like you saw your mom getting shot or something. It's ridiculous. Yeah, they were both going for it. So, yeah, good no call. No call again. You know, just because you start sliding doesn't mean you're not going to get hit. I mean, if you slide late, you slide late. It was a late slide. That's what it was. 3rd and 2 coming up. You can argue that's a fumble. So 3rd and 2 coming up for Buffalo. Just snowboarding advertisement. Yeah, I'm going snowboarding. There we go. Snowboarding in Texas. We all know that's going to happen. So 3rd and 2, Buffalo. Need 2 yards. They need to get to the 24 for a brand new set of downs. Allen's going to keep it himself up the middle. He's leaning. He's fighting. He's going to get the first down. That's a brand new set of downs for Buffalo as he's pointing. Allen pointing in the guy's face. How is that not a penalty? It is what it is. We do have an injured Steeler. And Queen is down. Patrick Queen is not. Queen is down. Queen is definitely down. And there is an injured Steeler again. Allen and Hayward exchanging some friendly conversations, I'm sure. They're letting him know about how great of a player they are and how it's an honor to compete against them. I'm sure that's what's being said. I can read their lips. That's what they're saying 100%. So an entry timeout here. Again, Buffalo, they're driving. They have it 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 24. Pittsburgh leading 7-0. Patrick Queen is indeed injured. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, if everyone were to subscribe right now that's watching, we would hit 2,500 subscribers. Again, that'd be pretty cool. First year doing this. You're cow surfing tonight. I actually don't even know what that means. But yeah, no, appreciate you guys for hanging out. We, again, are a channel on the rise. Seattle, they lead. Let me go ahead and actually refresh this real quick. Yeah, they're still at halftime. Seattle leading 13-0 over Minnesota. Raiders have tied it up there in Los Angeles, 7-7. Look at that. Go, Raiders, go. Heard of cow tipping. Yep. Now, the reason I know about cow tipping is because of Cars. The Cars video game, or Cars, yeah, the Cars the movie, but also the video game. Niners 26, Browns 8, Jaguars 25, Titans 3, Texans 20, Cows 16. Cows. What the heck? Colts 16, Dolphins 21, Saints 17, Jets 27, Falcons 24, Buccaneers 20, Cardinals 17, Panthers 31, Rams 28. You guys, unbelievable. Talking about cows. How does that happen? Unbelievable. Cows. Is there any team that gets on your nerves? Cowboys. I mean, kind of the Cowboys. More so the fans of the Cowboys. Again, I live here in Texas now. Former Pennsylvanian, no longer living in Pennsylvania, so Texas. So I've lived amongst the Cowboys fans, and yeah, they're pretty much the mean. How about them Cowboys? I'm telling you, that was spammed in my Facebook town group. Unbelievable stuff. I mean, they live it. They live that meme. It is unbelievable. Bengals, I would say I'm not really a fan. Again, just historically, the dirty hits that the Bengals have always delivered. Sat on a cow and standing while she rides. Oh, geez, good luck. Oh, the Browns, yeah, but that's more, again, their fans as well. Yeah, I don't like the Browns. But again, I didn't really think about the Browns until 2019. They really were just obnoxious. They beat Mason Rudolph, almost kill Mason Rudolph, literally, and then they think, oh, wow, we're on the same page. Okay, no, you're not. So 2-minute warning. They cut back to Pittsburgh just to go to the 2-minute warning. So, again, it's 1st and 10 for Buffalo at the Pittsburgh 24. So, yeah, no, I can't stand the Browns, I guess, but they're irrelevant. I hate to acknowledge them, but that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So, of course, again, feel free to chat down below, folks. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. The chat in the comment section is a very big part of the channel. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play Dr. Lay. And, of course, chat away. Again, interacting with you guys is very fun. I do enjoy it. You guys, 99% of you guys are, awesome. You guys really are great. If the Raiders win, I'm buying y'all cows. Appreciate it. I'm good. A lot of Steeler fans in Ohio. A lot of my friends are Steeler fans. Well, your friends are great. Again, Vince, you seem like a good guy. I'm not gonna lie, but there aren't the Twitter version of the Browns unbelievably toxic for no reason. Unbelievable. I can't stand them, and I don't really go on Twitter as much anymore, to be honest with you. I'm not saying that's the reason, but yeah, in the heyday, I'm sure it is just as bad. I just don't really go on Twitter as much anymore. Oh, geez. But yeah, again, just it is what it is. I'm not gonna continue that. But yeah, no, I mean, again, I have no problem with the Ravens. The Ravens, I mean, again, I kind of see them as the other Steelers in the division. Of course, it's always beat the Ratbirds whenever we play them, of course. But I have no problem with the Ravens and their fans. They're pretty cool for the most part. For the most part, yeah. I don't know. Can't really think of I don't know. I don't really hate any fans. Just, again, they can be a little annoying at times. Of course, I know Steelers fans. I mean, we, of course, disagree amongst ourselves a lot. I mean, there's a whole thing on Tomlin, which, yeah, that's a whole thing. And just quarterbacks over the past few years. I mean, 2019 was ridiculous. I mean, there was a Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph thing on Twitter. I mean, and then, of course, when Ben came back, they were saying, yeah, Ben should retire. It should be Mason's team. I mean, again, wow. Never heard them call the Ratbirds. Oh, that's a Steeler thing. All right. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 24 as Allen is under center. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. As Allen takes the snap and he hands it off down the right side. This is Cook. He cuts it inside. And Porter, with a great tackle. Oh, that's a great tackle by Porter. Gain of 4. Could have been way worse. Some good stuff, man. Joey Porter with a great tackle. Timeout, Pittsburgh. That's their first of the half. I guess they want the ball back. I guess I'm fine with that, but I don't know. Buffalo can still get it, first down here. So again, 7-0. It's going to be a temporary timeout. Not the biggest timeout in the world. That's good. They showed a burger from Burger King. Not saying I want Burger King, but I can go for a burger. Jeez. I can go for a good burger. All right, 2nd and 6 coming up for the Bills. Again, they're at the 20. So Allen breaking the huddle. They're saying 2nd and 5, I guess. Okay. Allen is under center. Tight ends in tight. Receiver out wide to the left. Cook in the backfield. As Allen, he hands it off. This is Cook down the right side. And he's got the first down. Porter with the tackle. Brought down around the 11. Of course, he brought him down out of bounds. So that's always good. Stopping the clock there. So 1st and 10 for the Bills. They'll be at the Pittsburgh 11. And now there's a discussion here by the referees for some reason. Again, Cook at 96 yards. He has just been a workhorse. I didn't hear a single word the ref's saying. I can't hear what the ref is saying. The ref doesn't know what he's saying. I'll buy you a double Western cheeseburger from Carl Jr.'s. Never been to Carl Jr.'s. Or Carl's Jr.'s. Carl's Jr. Wow, so the runner was actually... So apparently the runner was down in bounds. Due to replay review, Pittsburgh going to take their 2nd timeout. I don't know about that. He looked like he was out of bounds. It is what it is. Again, appreciate JP for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully the Steelers can hold on. Again, up 7-0. Of course, again, I saw the Raiders. They tied it up earlier. I don't know what the score is now. 7-7 last time I checked. Is Allen is under center. Trips to the right. One receiver to the left. And Allen now sends a man in motion. As he hands it off. This is Cook up the middle, and it'll be brought down around the 9. That's a couple there. I imagine the Steelers will take a timeout. No, they're going to wait, I guess. Carl's Jr. is known as Hardee's in your area. Okay. Well, I haven't eaten at a Hardee's as well, but okay. All right, I'll have to look at that. I guess one day I'll stop there, I guess. 2nd and 8, ball at the 9 as Allen is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right as he drops back looking, fires it straight into the ground, incomplete. Well, that was interesting. Knox was wide open. Allen just looking to play pitch and catch with the ground, I guess. That was a straight-up miss. Knox wide open in the flat. Allen usually hits those. Highsmith, I guess, a little bit of pressure forcing the throw. The errant throw, I should say. So 3rd and 8. The Bills are 3 for 3 on 3rd down on this drive. Allen is in the shotgun. Trips to the left, sending a man in motion. As Allen drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 5, and he's going to be driven backwards. So that's going to be well short, and the Steelers will take their last timeout. Pittsburgh could be a Super Bowl bound team. Real good defense, special teams, coaching real good. The offense has some weapons. Steelers could be the best physical team in the AFC. Vince, I think I disagree with almost everything you just said about the Steelers. Real good defense. Today they're looking good. It's great, but again, I don't trust them. Special teams, that's fair. I love Boswell. Coaching real good? No. Offense has some weapons. Some. As in, Warren and Gainwell, and then Darnell. DK, of course, but again, I don't know. Best physical team, again, the Steelers pretend they're physical, but no longer. They're not physical intimidators anymore. Sadly. That's the Jack Lambert quote. The Steelers are supposed to be intimidators, not intimidated, or something like that. It's third down. Yeah, it's going to be fourth down for the Bills. Again, it's going to be 4th and 4 at the Pittsburgh 5. All the Hardys closed down around me when I was a kid because people were selling drugs out of them. Jeez. Jeez. Come on, defense. Appreciate you. Houday Nation. Again, Bengal fan. Appreciate you, man, for your support. We need it. We need it. Of course, it would be beneficial for you to pull for the Bills, as, again, the Bengals, their only way to the playoffs is through the AFC North. So, yeah, there is that. I guess I can check out what's happening in the other games. A lot of stoppages in the last 5 or 10 minutes of real life time. Seahawks and the Vikings. Seahawks leading 16-0 over the Vikings. They are in the third quarter there. And then the Raiders and Chargers at halftime, 7-7. Look at that. Go, Raiders, go. Man, that would be quite the upset. Again, we've already seen an upset today with the Panthers-Rams. Of course, again, the Panthers, not a bad team. They're 7-6. They still have a shot to make the playoffs. I'll go ahead and go back over here. I don't know what I'm doing. I make it up as I go, folks. Panthers, of course, have the 10 spot, but they are, of course, behind the Buccaneers, who are at the 4, only a half game back. So we can look at who do the Buccaneers play next week. Buccaneers they host the Saints. So, I mean, again, it probably is a win for the Buccaneers, but again, the Saints and Buccaneers games are usually interesting, so it could go in the Panthers' favor. That'll be very interesting. Again, I'll be covering Steelers-Ravens next weekend. Of course, the other game that week, I don't know. I mean, ideally, it's Chicago and Green Bay, but again, every streamer in the world is probably going to be covering Chicago, Green Bay. I don't know. I'll think about it. We'll see. In order to grow the channel, I probably shouldn't, but again, it is just going to be a good game regardless. 4th and 3. Allen is going to go for it. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Allen now rushing to the line. Allen now under center. Again, he's just changing it up. 8 seconds left on they're trying to get him to jump. This would be half the distance. If they did get him to jump, it still would be 4th down. And, yep, they're going to have to call a timeout. So timeout Buffalo. Maybe they think about it again. I don't know. They could be going for it. This game could be a turning point for the Steelers. I'd love to think that, man. I really would. Again, 2018, we beat the Patriots, and that was pretty big, and we still missed the playoffs. That was late in the year. We lost to the Saints, that was one of the greatest games I've ever seen, and that was just a coaching blunder. Of course, the referees were terrible in that game, too. I mean, atrocious. Joe Hayden was not allowed to do anything, apparently, in that game. Unbelievable. Yeah, they're going for it. This is going to be 4th and 3. This is very bold. In a game where points are at a premium, the Bills are electing to go for it. Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Sending a man in motion. Allen by himself in the backfield. Now he's easy. Oh, and there's going to be a false start. Allen was saying easy, but I guess the Bills said, oh, well, I guess it's time to move. False start, and Buffalo's going to back up. Pardon me. As now the Bills will bring out their field goal units. Thank you for streaming. Oh, you're very welcome. This is fun. Who got hurt on the Steelers defense a few plays ago? That was Patrick Queen. So, yeah, Buffalo will be kicking. This is a 27-yard attempt from the left hash. Matt Prater, the long-time kicker. He's been kicking forever now. He looks like it, too. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. Pittsburgh leading 7-3 with 51 seconds left to go in the first half. It's fourth down. Oh, yeah. Man. Well, good stuff by the Steelers, honestly. Holding them to 3 there. Pretty good. Pretty good. Can't be too upset. Again, the Steelers' defense has played fine. They've played great. This is a good performance so far. They've allowed 176 yards in one half, which is not good. But, again, you only allow 3 points. You cannot be upset about that. The offense does need to get it going. They're only at 70 yards. I mean, that is terrible. That is actually atrocious. That's actually worse than the Titans game I did earlier. The Titans had 70 yards on their first drive. They ended up finishing the half with 94. That was pretty terrible. But, yeah, no, the Steelers' offense today, not good. But they have 7 points. And they're leading. So I'll try to see the positives where I can, I guess. 2 more turnovers in the second half, and the Steelers got this. Yeah, I know. We just rely on those turnovers way too much. And even then, it doesn't even matter sometimes. It just makes the game more exciting, I guess. All right, Buffalo will be kicking off. As here is the kickoff. A lot of yellow seats. Just a lot of nobody there, apparently. Field at the 3 is at the 10, the 15, the 20. And he is whacked at the 25-yard line. That was Williams on the return. 46 seconds. A lot of pushing and shoving there for Pittsburgh and Buffalo. And there's a late flag. A late flag. Hopefully it's against Buffalo. Probably not. Probably against the Steelers because why not? I mean, clearly this is going to be after the play. Hold on. Personal foul. Number 41, so that's Peyton Wilson. That is not good. Peyton Wilson looking around like, what the heck did I do? Because of you, I've sort of turned into a mini Steelers fan. I don't know if this is a blessing or a curse. Oh, it's a curse. Sorry. Appreciate you, though. Hey, no, it's fun. It's not for the faint of heart. But yeah, no, I do enjoy the streaming thing. This is great. All right, 1st and 10 for the Steelers as they have it at their own 12. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As he takes the snap and swings it out, it's caught by Smith. Smith at the 15 and brought down around the 18. Apparently this is their first offensive play in about 34 minutes. Jeez. So 2nd and 4, again, the Steelers don't have any timeouts. They're just kind of padding the stats here, I guess. Rodgers in the shotgun. He hands it off up the middle, crossing the 20s at the 25, and Gainwell brought down at the 30. That's a first down for the Steelers, and again, that's going to take us to the end of the first half. 7-3, Steelers over the Bills. Can't be too upset about that. Only 87 yards, though, of offense for the Steelers, so that is a concern. But, again, you can't be upset with leading by 4 against a team that many thought would probably just trounce the Steelers, trounce them. You blame the touchdown turkey. He's too powerful. Yeah, touchdown turkey. Chilling right here. He's only been excited once this game, but it's okay. You hear about I did hear about it. Well, he's an idiot. What an idiot. Now I don't think I'm ever going to eat Campbell's again. I don't really eat Campbell's much. I do like the Campbell's chunky soup, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever touching Campbell's again. If it's lab grown or digital, I don't even know what it was. Digital printed, 3D printed. I mean, that is, ugh. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Touchdown turkey needs to make a surprise appearance for the rest of the season. That's fair. We'll see. I like the touchdown turkey. Honestly, it's a good addition to the channel. Again, this is supposed to be his last game, but we might bring him back. We might bring him back from now on, just in general. I wish the middle of the field didn't turn to lava when the offense takes the field. It does. It does indeed. It's impressive how the Steelers just avoid it like the plague. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. We are at halftime. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 2,500 subscribers. So appreciate you guys for your support. Of course, this is my last game of the day. You can probably tell with the voice and just the enthusiasm. I'm really worn out by the 4 games yesterday. I don't know if I do that again, but just sitting here. That'll be over, what? 14 and a half hours yesterday. This will probably be about 6.5, 7 hours today. So 21 hours streaming over the weekend, man. Full-time job. Cream and mushroom soup was the only thing I ever ate. Yeah. Use that for, I think we used that for green bean casserole, I think. Don't eat soup for poor people. I mean, it's just stupid. Like, why in the world would he say that? But again, it's the fact that he said, like the lab-grown stuff. I mean, again, I think we're all going through it. I totally get it, but it's just, that was just stupid. Christmas holiday, yep. Turkey, appreciate you again, True Raider. Can't believe the Jets win. Rams lost. I don't know. I picked the Jets to win. I picked that upset. Look at me go. Again, it was a rough start on Thanksgiving. Of course, actually, it wasn't a rough start, but then it ended up being. Again, I picked the Chiefs, picked the Ravens, picked the Eagles. Then, of course, today picked right on the Buccaneers, the Texans, the Jaguars, the Dolphins. The Niners was wrong. I think everyone, 4% picked the Panthers. Then I was right on the Jets. And then, of course, right now, I'm correct right now on the Seahawks, Vikings. Raiders, Chargers could go either way. Right now, I'm correct on the Steelers. But again, I don't know if we're going to hold on to it. Would be nice. And then, of course, Broncos. And then I honestly am debating. I'm flirting with the idea with the Giants. I'm flirting with it. I really am. Like, I see the Giants over there. They're looking pretty tempting. I might have to take them. I'm flirting with it. Do you wash your 13 jersey between streams? Not between streams, but every so often. Yes, it is washed. It is washed. I am pretty sure all fast food is fake at this point. You're probably correct. I don't want to think about that, though. I do enjoy my fast food, and that's why I put on the pounds. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. And again, of course, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I can. Again, you guys are a very big part of the channel. So definitely feel free to vote. Of course, we do have a poll. Let me know who you think's going to win today. Right now, the Bills at 51%. 49% of you guys have the Steelers. So again, a close one. Again, it's a close one here on the scoreboard and, of course, in the poll. You don't need any more? Yeah. I mean, you're probably right. You're probably right. Now you're making me think about it. I don't know. I love my Whataburger. I love Whataburger. Oh, my gosh. I can't get enough of that. It's too expensive, though, but I love it. That is so good. That's something Pennsylvania, they need to get one. They need to figure it out. You guys need to figure it out up there, because Whataburger, change your life. It'll change your life. Guess I can go over some of the stats, huh? Can do that. We still got plenty of time left, 6.5 minutes. All right, we'll go over some of the stats of this one. We'll do team stats first. We'll change it up. Again, the Bills with 176 total yards. The Steelers at 87. First downs for the Bills, again, 12. Steelers only at 6. Third down efficiency, the Bills at 5 for 9 on third down. The Steelers only 2 for 5. Total plays, the Bills, again, 38 plays, 22 for the Steelers. Penalties, Bills with 5, Steelers with 2. Possession, 20 for the Bills. I mean, that's got to be really frustrating if you're a Bills fan listening in. 20 minutes of time possession, only 3 points. And then, of course, the Steelers with just 9 minutes of time possession, but you got 7. Of course, again, they were handed a short field due to the turnover. But, yeah, that has got to be a little frustrating. Josh Allen, 6 for 12, 51 yards and a pick. Aaron Rodgers, 6 for 13, 54 yards for him. Again, not really great by either quarterbacks today. Leading the game in rushing, James Cook, 17 carries, 81 yards. He's had a great day. Expect to see a lot more of him there in the second half, though he already has 17 carries. I don't know if they plan on giving him 30 carries. That'd be a lot for today's NFL. Davis, 3 for 25. Allen, 5 for 16. Johnson, 1 for 3. And then for the Steelers, Warren, 7 for 20. Apparently Seattle's wearing the throwbacks. That's pretty cool. And then Gainwell's 2 for 13. And I forgot to mention that Warren also has a touchdown, the only touchdown of the day. Receiving for the Bills, James Cook, 2 for 17. Ty Johnson, 2 for 16. Brandon Cooks, 1 for 13. Gabe Davis is 1 for 5. And then for the Steelers, Metcalf, 2 for 22. Gainwell, 1 for 17. Warren, 2 for 9. And then Jonnu Smith is 1 for 6. And, of course, Cook lost a fumble as well. So, again, 2 turnovers for the Steelers. Or the Bills have turned it over twice. Steelers have taken advantage on one of those. Looks so wrong seeing Chicago in first place. At least it's only for a week. Yep. Can't wait to see those adjustments Tomlin makes during the break. This guy. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can't wait to see. Oh, man. I don't know. You've now deflated me, Daniel. I mean, yeah. Oh, my gosh. We can hope that they're going to be fine. That's what we can hope for. Again, they're up, I think we'd feel a lot better about this than, if it were the other way. If we were losing 7-3. I still think we'd feel fine, but yeah, definitely need to step it up. Of course, Pittsburgh will receive the second half kickoff, so there's that. We have that going for us. Yeah, that is brutal. Brutal. My bad. No, you're good, man. Hey, no, I mean, I just forgot about that. You're correct. I mean, I normally think about it every week, but right now, I guess I'm pretty excited that we're up. Not getting my hopes up, but I am happy. Pleasantly surprised. But again, are the Steelers playing good? The answer is no. Their defense has played great. Again, a bend but don't break defense today. Now, it would not surprise me if Cook just gashes them here in the second half for 100-plus yards and they start allowing touchdowns left and right. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. But we definitely need that offense to pick it up here for sure. Again, they've only had the ball for 9 minutes. I mean, they haven't really had the ball a lot. Of course, again, that's partly on them. 3 and outs. But, yeah, definitely, I'm okay with it. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to comment down below. Talk about whatever you like. I chat with, I try to chat with you guys as often as I can. You guys, again, are a big part of the channel. And no, I will not be doing the Sunday night game. I don't know. I'm just pretty tired at the end of these long days. So I did it yesterday. And again, I think I'm pretty exhausted. I just want to relax a little bit. A wee bit. Again, did 4 streams yesterday. Pitt, Miami, LSU, Oklahoma. Those were fun. Hopefully next year it's kind of like that again. Do that again. A lot more success with college, really, than the NFL. Had off the last 5 days. Now it's gone way too fast. I'm not ready to go back to work. Yeah, I believe it. Go Bill, says Victor Flores. Appreciate you for tuning in. The season has been funky. Oh yeah, no, it's been an awkward season again. I mean, I'm sure none of us had that. You look at the playoff picture. I mean, none of us really had the Patriots and Broncos, the top 2. The Jaguars. Well, I did have the Jaguars winning the division, but man, I mean, the Bears again. I mean, the Rams. I'm sure most people can see that. The Eagles as well. But this is really wacky. Again, the Colts and the Chargers, yeah, that's fine. But the Bills are all the way down at 7. The Chiefs not even in the playoff. I mean, the Ravens as well. I mean, it's just kind of wacky. The Lions currently not in it. It's definitely something. It really is. What a season. Again, and that's why I don't know if you can really just predict a Super Bowl by anybody. I think it's so wide open. There aren't many great teams. I don't think there are any great teams. I think it's just a lot of good teams. You have no idea. So, yeah, no, I would agree with you, Victor. Bills are good. They are good. If Bills lose, they would be in trouble to make the playoffs. I think they'd still be fine, but it would definitely be they got to get it together for sure. Because, again, there are some teams there right outside the AFC playoff picture that are capable of going on a run. When people hear Pittsburgh, they think Steelers. When people hear Buffalo, they think of the Wings. Yeah, that is true. 49ers are up there, too. Yeah, no, the Niners look fine. Again, they are, 9-4? I mean, that's what's so amazing. I can go ahead and show you. They're 9-4, and they're the 7th seed. I mean, wow. I mean, that is just amazing to think about that again. You're going to need a lot of wins to get in the playoffs this year, and I think that's how it should be. But again, there's also just not that many great teams. Fire Canada. Yep, get them out of here. Sick and tired of Canada, man. Get Canada out of here. We need to start that chant. That would actually be pretty funny if the Steeler fans just started chanting that. They're like, what the? Fire Canada? Like, what? Arthur Smith would probably feel like, he'd probably feel terrible. Like, wow, they literally think I'm Canada. That's brutal. Robert is a great coordinator for the Niners. Oh yeah, Saleh's a great coordinator. That was never a problem. His problem was he's just not a head coach. So we should be returning to action here. That's a CBS commercial. So again, we're ready. Again, the Steelers will receive to start off the second half. The touchdown turkey getting ready as maybe we get some more touchdowns here. Again, only one touchdown in that opening half. Of course, again, the Steelers leading 7-3. Again, welcome on in, everybody. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. It has been a defensive battle, or maybe a bad offense. I don't know. You can make the argument for either or. United States of Canada. Okay. That is the most un-American thing I've ever seen there, Vince. Vince, that's a no. Steeler fans blame Canada. Blame Canada. Canada, yeah. So, yeah, again, we are a few moments away from kickoff. The Steelers will receive. Again, only 87 yards of offense for the Steelers. Just not a good half for them offensively. But luckily, their defense has done a great job, of course, forcing turnovers. And then, of course, not surrendering the touchdown. Quarterback comparison, again, Allen, 6 for 12, 51 yards. And then Aaron Rodgers has 6 for 13 for 54. Again, nobody looks good through the air today. I really don't understand football anymore. Such a backwards year from expectations. Yep. I think that's what's impacting my pick'em. Because, again, like I said, I'm usually a 90%er. But this year I've been at the 70%. And it is just, I don't know what to expect week by week. So there is the kickoff. And we are underway back in Pittsburgh. Fields it at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20. Still moving his feet at the 25, and that's where he's going to be dropped. So the Steelers will take over at their own 25. Eagles fans were yelling, fire, Friday fire, Kevin Patullo for hours. Yep. We are friends with America, at least. No, I have no problem with Canada. I'm just saying America's, hey, yeah, I'm an American. Allen has played terrible. Well, both of them have. Allen and Rodgers. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They'll have it at their own 26. Rodgers is in the pistol. Receiver out wide to the right. That is DK as Rodgers. Play action. He steps up, moving in the pocket. Oh, and there's a fumble. There's a fumble by Rodgers. It's picked up by Buffalo at the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo Bills. No. That's not good. The touchdown turkey, again, he's unbiased. But that is not what you need. And, of course, Rodgers slow to get up. Rodgers dancing around in the pocket. Joey Bosa with the fumble. Oh, my goodness. Unfortunate for the Steelers. Again, Rodgers trying to do too much. No one's open. Absolutely nobody open. Oh, man. So the Bills leading 9-7. We're pending the extra point. So we're just, again, pending the extra point here. 9-7. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, it is good. Well, a defensive touchdown for the Bills gets them their first touchdown, and the Bills leading 10-7 over the Steelers. And now, just like that, all that positivity that we may have had is over. It is over here. Just the scoop and score. Benford, again, good stuff there by Joey Bosa to force the fumble. No, indeed. USA, oh yeah. This is tough. Josh can't carry by the defense. Steelers choke. I don't know about that. It's 7-3. I can't say it's a choke. If you choke a 7-3 lead, is that really a choke? Why don't you take the ball away? Yep. Never mind. Exactly. Don't ruin my Steelers Packers Super Bowl. We're going to probably do it. Rudolph, says Denny. Predicted a pick 6 by December. It was a fumble 6. It is what it is, folks. 10-7. Buffalo has just reclaimed the lead. Thought we were ready for the second half with the Steelers lead, but not necessarily. As Buffalo kicks it off, and now again, there's a lot of Bills fans there in the stadium too. Field at the 5, the 10, the 15. It's at the 20, the 25, 30. Gainwell steps out of bounds around the 35, but there is a flag. So that might bring him back a little bit. Now for Rudolph. Well, here comes the reindeer. Yep. Didn't go 3 and out. Was that the first play of the second? Yep. And here comes Rudolph. As Rodgers looks like he is going to be out. And again, he landed on his wrist. And that was pretty much going to be it. And Rodgers not playing 100%. And, of course, he may have just re-injured it. And that might be the season, to be honest with you. So 1st and 10 for Rudolph and the Steelers. Last week, 24 for 31, 171. Again, a dink and dunk fest. That was. Rudolph in the pistol. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Rudolph looking around. He takes the snap and hands it off to Warren, and Warren is not going anywhere. Brought down at the 17. Again, a holding call in Pittsburgh knocked him back to the 18. Now they're at the 17 here for Pittsburgh. Again, 2nd 11 coming up. Would love to be proven wrong. Will Howard in? No, Will Howard's not going to go in. Not today. Again, I'll pull for you in the black and gold, man, forever. But I've seen enough to know that this guy gives the Steelers no chance to win in January. 2nd 11, Rudolph in the shotgun. Trips to the left, tight end in tight to the right. Rudolph drops back. He's looking, fires it into the turf, incomplete. As now the Steelers are just, and there was a late flag. So DK had the ball after the play, and then Epinenza just knocked it away from DK. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bills. The referee's going to try to take care of this. Again, it's been kind of chippy the entire day. That was just a petty thing he did. So Metcalf again with the ball, and then Epinenza just knocks it away for no reason. So good stuff there by the referees. Look at that. That might be our favorite player right there, the referees. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Ball at the 32. Rudolph is in the pistol. Receiver out wide to the right. Trips to the left. Rudolph in the pistol, sending a man in motion. That's the big man. Anderson going to be a fullback as he hands it off to Warren up the middle. He's plowing forward and brought down at the 35. That's a gain of 3. Honestly, we need to know what Will Howard is before the draft. It wouldn't be against him going in. You know what you get with Rudolph. Howard has to be at least that good. So the reason I disagree, again, not exactly Rudolph guy, but he does give you the best chance to win, as he does have reps. If the Steelers are eliminated, then whatever. It is what it is. Then you can put Howard in as Rudolph. Rudolph play action, fires it. It is intercepted. Intercepted. Rudolph overthrows the receiver. And there is Rudolph here to ruin Christmas for the Steeler fans. And it's a pick. Overthrowing Darnell. You have to be really inaccurate to do that. So there you go. Bills ball in their own territory when we come back. This week of Days on Our Steelers. Yep, go Bills. Yeah, probably going to be a Bills win. Mason needs to shave his Mark Malone stash. You got Denver winning tonight? Yeah, probably. I think everyone does, really, to be honest with you. Dumb penalty? Yeah, no, I don't know why he did it. Pick, yep. Agree to disagree. I believe Howard is better than Rudolph. Maybe. I mean, at this point, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. I mean, if Rodgers can't go, I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, again, I'm not going to be upset if they don't put him in right now because, again, in theory, the Steelers are still fighting for that playoff spot. And Rudolph, again, he has done it before, I guess. He went 3-0 in 2023, which, again, I don't really know if that's really Rudolph for the fact that we fired Canada. Just saying. But, I don't know. Now it's going to be a little bit more of a depressing stream unless the Steelers can get it going. We'll try, though. Again, I'll still do the play-by-play, of course, but I'm a little sad. A little sad. I'm legit sad. Bills Steelers matchup was the best to watch. Well, if this is the best game on, that is sad. This is unfortunate. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe as, again, Rodgers is probably out. And that doesn't mean good things for the Steelers. Seahawks 19, Vikings nothing, Chargers 14, Raiders 7. That's what's happening across the nation. Niners 26, Browns 8, Jaguars 25, Titans 3, Texans 20, Colts 16, Dolphins 21, Saints 17, Jets 27, Falcons 24, Buccaneers 20, Cardinals 17, and the Panthers 31, Rams 28. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below, folks. Talk about whatever you like. Of course, we have a huge development here as Rodgers, for the moment, is out of the game and Rudolph is in. Rudolph, of course, just threw a pick. Hey, and I understand Rodgers turned it over as well, but, 2 plays later, Rudolph throws a pick, so there you go. Oh, my goodness. Just believe the Steelers are over. I just believe the Steelers are over this season. If Rudolph is quarterback, Will Howard, at least there's an unknown chance of positive. Oh, I get what you're saying for sure. I totally understand. So we're back again. Buffalo will have it at their own 44. Kellen Moore team is not in the playoffs. Oh, yeah, of course. As Allen hands it off to Cook, he crosses the 45 and brought down at the 46. So 2nd and 7 coming up. So a gain of 3 there. As, again, this game has just shifted. Steelers were just scraping by, but, hey, they felt, the Steelers were pretty good, at least, defensively. Offense, you had a, possible that they could get it going there, but not happening right now. 2nd and 7, ball at the 47. Allen in the pistol as he takes a snap, looking to his right, steps up, fires to the middle. It is caught across the 50, and he's brought down at the 45. That is a Buffalo Bill first down. Dawson Knox on the catch. What up, good people? Bear down. Hey, yeah, no, the Bears look pretty good, Smitty. Appreciate you for tuning in. But right now, not looking good for the Steelers. Rodgers is down. Steelers are down. 1st and 10. Allen is under center. They're at the 44. Receivers to each side. As Allen takes the snap and he hands it off to Cook. He bounces it down the right side. He's at the 40 and is whacked at the 38. Good tackle. But a nice gain there by James Cook. He's kind of cooking. 2 turnovers by the Steelers. Yep. Steelers funeral touchdown turkey cover, guys. Yeah, he's not even looking at the game anymore. How's it going, John? Good to see you. How you doing, my friend? Hopefully Rodgers okay. I hope so, too. 2nd and 4 as he hands it off. This is Cook up the base at the 35, the 30, 20, 15, 10. Brought down at the 7. James Cook is just cooking. Cooking away. That is just unfortunate. He's well over 100 yards now. As it's 1st and goal, he hands it off up the middle at the 7 and brought down at the 5. We got to bench Rodgers. Rodgers was just knocked out of the game. Rodgers is not playing anymore. And then Rudolph came in and he threw a pick. So I don't think Rodgers is the issue. I understand he wasn't playing good today. I think they may have rushed him back from injury. So 2nd and goal coming up. They're at the 5. Allen under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Allen takes the snap, hands it off to Cook up the middle. He's leading, he's fighting, still moving the pile, and he's brought down around the 2. That's a gain of 3 for James. So again, he's at 125 yards. I mean, it is unbelievable. Rodgers there, bloody nose and all. Need to hold him to 3. Rodgers has a broken nose. It looks like it. It does not look good. I'm thinking about the Ben Roethlisberger game against the Ravens. Broken nose there. 3rd and goal. They are at the 3 as Allen is in the shotgun, lifts the leg, takes the snap, hands it off to Cook up the middle, and not going to get much. Maybe to the 1 yard line. Now it's 4th and goal for the Steelers. Unfortunately, the Steelers have been heading towards their first losing season under Tomlin all year long. Kind of. I don't know. It's going to be... I don't know. If Rodgers doesn't get hurt, I don't know. 4th and goal. They're at the 1 as Allen is in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Allen takes a snap, drops back, looking, pump fakes. He's looking, throws it to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo Bills. And the Bills now go up by 2 as the touchdown turkey again. He loves it. I don't. Touchdown turkey loves touchdowns. But, man, now there's a flag. There is a flag after the play. Allen and Hayward apparently exchanging some friendly words of encouragement, if I had to guess. Looks like a broken nose. Yep. Hold 'em, Steelers. Unfortunately, we could not. Canada may get fired soon. Oh, yeah. Canada for sure. So, again, there was a flag after the play. Taunting on Pittsburgh. What a leader he is, man. Unbelievable. Obviously, Allen is kind of baiting him, but, still, I mean, what a guy. What a leader. Unbelievable. That hurts. Oh, it hurts a lot. Again, the Bills, just like that, 14 points in just over 6 minutes here, and that extra point is up, and he missed it. So Tomlin doing what he can with the voodoo magic, but I don't know if it's enough right now. Again, the Bills leading 16-7. Unbelievable. Bills, Bills looking good. Thinking the Steelers blowing out the Bills today, Steve. Okay, again, you're so edgy, Steve. Appreciate you. Taunting down 9 is wild. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, the clowns. I don't think it was a doink. Any stupid penalties after the play is $200,000 fine. Yeah, that's fair. Well, honestly, Tomlin is the only thing the Steelers haven't changed since they started sucking. He's the biggest problem, and everyone just praises him anyway. Well, I know. I mean, if you criticize Tomlin, apparently you don't know anything about football. And it's unfortunate that, again, the media loves him for whatever reason, just because, again, he has those one-liners at press conferences. That's just how it works. If you have those one-liners, you'll have your job security. And the media will love you. Sell the Tomlin. Yeah. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Hold up, Mason Rudolph, MVP 2025. Again, Steve, you're hilarious. We're all laughing. We're all hilarious. You guys are hilarious. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Looks like, again, you guys are all yapping now that you're winning. Where was that earlier? So that's very interesting. Go ahead and just exercise my powers here. But, yeah, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, Bills leading 16-7. In the other games, we have the Seahawks leading 19-0 over the Vikings, and the Chargers leading 21-7 over the Raiders. The Raiders have just fallen apart there, kind of like the Steelers here. So everything's losing. Everything that we needed to happen for the Steelers, it's just not happening anymore. Niners have great running backs. Oh, yeah, they do. They do. Steelers also, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. McCarthy is a very good running back. Are you talking about McCaffrey? All right, back here in Pittsburgh. Again, Buffalo leading 16-7. Rodgers, of course, that's the big story. He's been knocked out of the game. And then Rudolph comes in and a few plays later decides that he's on the Bills as he connects with the defensive back of the Bills, giving them possession, which they would later on go down and score. Looks like Rodgers, though, has his helmet on. So that's interesting. That gives me a little bit of hope. I don't know if it'll lead to anything, but it's nice. So, again, the Bills going to be kicking off from their own 50. 128 watching. I have a little bit different number on my end, but I appreciate that, guys. It's a little bit lower on my end, but yeah, that's cool. All right, again, Bills going to be kicking off from their own 50. It looks like Rodgers going to try to come back in, and that might help us out as that's going to be booted and going to go out of bounds. That'll put the ball at the Pittsburgh 25. Turning into the Cowboys. Oh, yeah, this is, yeah, that's what we are now. We think we're going to be good based on nothing but hope. That's fair. All right, Rodgers is back in. I mean, again, was he playing great before? No. But, I mean, they saw one drive of Rudolph, and they're like, you know what? Rodgers, injured you is better than healthy Rudolph, and I completely agree, to be honest. 1st and 10 for Rodgers. And the Steelers, they're at the 25. He's in the pistol. Receiver to the right, tight end in, tight to the left. Pardon me. As Rodgers takes a snap and he hands it off up the middle. He's crossing the 25 and brought down at the 27. That is Gainwell on the carry, a gain of 2. Niners always own the Cowboys. I guess so. Only 20 likes? Yeah, I guess it's just not a good day. All right, 2nd and 9 coming up for the Steelers. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Sending a man in motion. Rodgers takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle, dumps it off to Gainwell, and it is incomplete. I believe it was tipped at the line. Sanders waving his hand in front of Rodgers. Sorry to tell you, the Steelers might miss the playoffs. I think you might be right. Rodgers was our downfall. Should have gone Sanders. Whoa, I guess we definitely disagree there. Sanders looked really good today, leading the Browns to 8 points. 3rd and 9 for the Steelers. They are at the 26. In the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Sending a man in motion. As Rodgers Hands it off to Gainwell down the right side. Cuts inside at the 30. Spinning around and brought down at the 34. That is a gain of 8. And it looks like the Steelers will punt. Touchdown this drive? No, definitely not happen. The Santa Claus is booing the Steelers. That's how you know it's over. Punt team, yep. Sanders is better than the Steelers' entire team. I mean, free speech is definitely a thing, folks. I'm glad you guys take advantage of it. Waitman going to be punting it away. There is the snap, and here is the punt. And the Steelers defense hoping that they can keep this offense. It's found a little bit of life here. I figured it would. Again, they've only scored technically one offensive touchdown. Fair caught inside the 20. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Bills leading 16-7 with just over 7 minutes to go. Again, I don't really look at stuff for the draft, Ultimate Sports Network, until NFL is over, really. I don't really do all that. Seahawks 26, Vikings nothing. Chargers 21, Raiders 7. Niners again over the Browns 26-8. Jaguars 25, Titans 3, Texans 20, Colts 16, Dolphins 21, Saints 17, Jets 27, Falcons 24, Buccaneers 20, Cardinals 17, and the Panthers 31, Rams 28. That is what happened. That's what happened around the NFL. Can we get a good punter? He was a good punter. That's a good punt. Your Steelers did not kill anybody. Time put in Mason. Rod, I guess you just missed what happened the other drive. Why can't Pittsburgh find an average? That was a fine punt. What was that? That was a 49-yard punt, Trisk. I don't know. Rodgers is a grandpa out there. He's cooked. Time to drive. No, I mean, that's fair. I mean, Rodgers is old. That's fine. But again, Rodgers is the best chance we have this year. There's no other quarterback that we were going to get in the draft or in free agency that was better than Rodgers. You did that celebrating when the Bengals won. I don't know. You didn't really hear much on my stream, Antonio, so I don't know what you're talking about. Hear about Kiffin? Yeah, I could care less about Kiffin. Kiffin is a bum. Kiffin is a bum. So, yeah. Even so, you're still 6-6, Antonio, by the way. Just letting you know. But anyway, yeah, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Dislikes are fine too. Won't really bother me if you dislike, by the way. We've turned into that stream at this point. But maybe again the Steelers can get their defense back going again. They had a really good first half when it comes to the Steelers defense. Bend but don't break, only allowing 3 points in that one. And really, again, that was just their first, touchdown they allowed, as the first one was a fumble 6. So 1st and 10 for the Bills. They'll have it at their own 17. As Allen is under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Allen takes the snap and he hands it off to Cook up the middle, bouncing it outside. He's at the 20 and is whacked at the 23. That was a late hit. Herbig again delivering the blow. Knox shoving. Not really shoving, pushing Knox or Herbig earlier. He would be 42, yep. Sonny Flacco would have saved the L versus the Bengals. I don't know about all that. Jordan Stout, he punted 74. I guess so. I don't know. I'm fine with Waitman. Waitman's a great punter. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Bills. As Allen is under center, receiver to the left, 2 receivers to the right. As he sends a man in motion. And Allen, play action, rolling to his right. Pump fakes, looking, dumps it off. It's caught at the 25, staying in bounds at the 30. And is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 34. Nice catch and run there by Jackson Hawes. And that's a Buffalo Bills first down. 50% chance we make it to the playoffs. It's going to be tough. I don't know. It's going to be tough. And the Chargers leading 21-7 over there as they host the Raiders. Again, hopefully the Raiders can... Hopefully Mark Davis sells the team. I'd like to see the Raiders good again. 1st and 10 at the 34. As Allen is under center, receiver to left, tight ends in tight. As Allen takes the snap, hands it off to Cook. And Cook is brought down after just a yard. Cook again at 135 yards. He has just been so good. Cook is just solid. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Bills as they look to just kind of chew the clock. And honestly, the Steelers offense has done nothing. So they just keep possession. They're fine with it. Allen going to be under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Allen, play action, drops back. He's looking. He steps up, moving to his left, evading pressure. Allen might take off. He's going to run. He's at the 40, the 45, and steps out at the 46. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Bills. Yeah, Bills look pretty good there, Van. Allen, again, just doing a good job evading pressure, making a guy miss. So a brand new set of downs for the Bills. So 1st and 10 at their own 46. Allen under center. 2 receivers to the left. Tight ends in tight to the right. As Allen hands it off up the middle. He's got some space at the 50. He's at the 45 and brought down at the 42. As this Steelers defense is getting gashed here in the second half. Davis, again, he hasn't really had the ball much, but he's looking pretty good. Vikings are losing 26. Yeah, no, Seahawks are blowing him out. Allen under center, and he hands it off up the middle to Davis. He's at the 40, breaking tackles at the 35, and tripped up at the 31. And that's another Buffalo Bills first down. Davis now at 48 yards rushing. Linebackers in secondary even watch what Allen is doing? No. Davis has become one of the most underappreciated running backs in the NFL. He's not bad. Not bad at all. 1st and 10 at the 31. Allen is under center. 2 receivers to the left. Tight ends in tight to the right. As Allen hands it off up the middle. And this time the Steelers defense pretending to be elite for a play as he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. They're showing a compilation here of the Bills shredding the Steelers defense. Cook, again, has had a great night. He's had 135 yards rushing. So 2nd and 10, ball at the 31 in the shotgun as Allen trips left, 1 receiver to the right. As Allen lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught across the 30, brought down at the 26. That's a gain of 5 for Shakir. Duke made it. Yeah, no, I saw. That's pretty crazy that they did. Bills will have 200-yard rushers. I don't know. As a Steeler fan and TJ Watt sack record fan, Myles Garrett is animal and beast going to shatter the record. Probably. Just hope he does it before the final game so people won't say he need an extra game. Yeah, I'm fine if I'm fine with them not reaching that, though. Hope Steelers win for you. I hope so, too. Right now, it's kind of depressing. 3rd and 5 at the 26. Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Allen takes the snap and keeps it on the RPO, and he is hit at the 22. No, pardon me, to 23. Going to be about a yard short. And to be honest, with how the Steelers' offense has looked, you might as well go for it. We need a turkey turnover. Yeah, a turkey turnover would be nice. The touchdown turkey, he's really been cheering more for the Bills today. Again, more touchdowns for the Bills than the Steelers. 4th and 1, they need a yard. Allen is under center. As he hands it off to the fullback up the middle, he's got the first down. Needed a yard, he gets a yard and a half. And again, that is a Buffalo Bills first down. Turkey turnover sounds awesome. It does sound pretty good. I like that. A turkey turnover, a touchdown turkey. I like that. We're going to probably work that in now. But unfortunately, at the end, Thanksgiving, it's all ending. No turnover turkey. None. You don't like it? 1st and 10. As Allen is under center, receiver to left. As Allen swings it over the middle, and it is incomplete. Pass intended. I believe that's Coleman. Why did you say you would be fine if Myles Garrett wouldn't break the sack record? Because, I mean, why would I want him to break the sack record? There's currently a Steeler that has it. Steeler and Strahan and Watt. It'd be nice if Watt had it. Coleman shoving Porter at the end of the play. I don't know why I would pull for a Brown to break a Steelers record. That just doesn't make much sense. 2nd and 10 at the 21. Allen in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Allen lifts the leg, takes a snap, drops back, looking to his left. Now over the middle, swings it out to the right. It's caught by Cook at the 20, the 15, the 10, and steps out of bounds around the 6. And the Bills are just driving, looking like they may put it out of reach. Bills are cooking. They are. He may have stepped out prior to getting to the first down marker. Let's see this replay. No, he didn't. Oh, wow. Great stuff by Cook. Defense is sleeping. Yeah. Well, again, they played pretty good in the first half, but only so much you can do. Only so long you can play good. So the Steelers fans will boo as the Steelers are on their way to 6-6. There we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. I do appreciate it. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. We're closing in on 2,500 subscribers. So make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel. It would be great if everyone were to subscribe right now, I would hit 2,500 subscribers. Seahawks 26, Vikings 0, Chargers 24, Raiders 7. And, of course, again, final scores from earlier. Niners 26, Browns 8, Jaguars 25, Titans 3, Texans 20, Colts 16, Dolphins 21, Saints 17, Jets 27, Falcons 24, Buccaneers 20, Cardinals 17, Panthers 31, Rams 28. What happened to the elite Steelers defense? There was no elite Steelers defense. Steelers hater? Got to do better research on the Steelers if you're going to hate on them. 9-8 will not happen this year. We'll see. Rodgers needs to get the ball up and out quicker. Kind of. I mean, again, yeah, ideally, yes. But the problem is, again, I think most Steelers fans will tell you, is that there's no receivers. Like, that's the problem. There's nobody getting separation. I mean, DK doesn't get separation. He's our best guy. So we really needed a receiver at the deadline, and we just dropped the ball. Steelers will go 8-9. Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. What are the other two games they will win if they split the Ravens? I think ideally the Steelers beat the Dolphins. I do. I don't know. Now I'm kind of questioning it. Probably split with the Ravens. Beat the Dolphins. I mean, you like to beat the Browns, but again, the Browns have beaten the Steelers in Cleveland since every time since Roethlisberger's retired. So I don't know. I don't want to think about it. I just don't want to think about it. Get Wilson the ball. Roman Wilson, yeah, I mean, kind of. I don't know. He's had some issues. What will it take for the Steelers to get rid of Tom McLean House not making the playoffs? I'm happy the Rams lost today. Were you one of those Steeler fans that wanted Pickens gone? I mean, we weren't using him. I mean, he is like he should have been targeted like 10 or 15 times. So, if that's what we're going to do, if we weren't going to target him all that, then yeah, it's no point to keep him. If all he's going to do is, be a problem. But clearly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Again, if Pickens were on the team, do you think we're 7-4? Do you think we're 8-3? No, we're probably still 6-5. 1st and goal, Allen under center. Make it 6-6 after this one. As Allen takes the snap, looking to his left, fires over the middle. It is dropped by Shakir. Incomplete. 2nd and goal coming up. Yeah, not a good throw, actually. Now I'm looking at it, just a little bit behind of Shakir. Again, the touchdown turkey, as much as I hate it, he's kind of getting ready for a touchdown here. So 2nd and goal at the 5. Again, you know, if they were to go for 2, if they score and go for 2 and make it, that's a 3-score game. Unlikely the Steelers win at that point as he hands it off to Cook. And Cook is pushed in the backfield. That is a loss on the play. Cameron Hayward showing up, not just to taunt, but actually to make a play. Now it's going to be a loss of 3. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Bills. DK and Pickens would have been a good duo. They're pretty much the same guy. I don't know. I mean, it would have been neat, but I don't know if it would have happened. I don't know. I don't know if it would have really worked, to be honest. 3rd and goal. Allen in the shotgun. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. They're at the 8. Allen's going to take it himself up the middle. Down the right side, cuts inside at the 5. The pile's moving in. He's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo Bills. And, of course, the touchdown turkey again. I hate it, folks. You can see it on my face that I clearly hate it, but the Bills are just running away with this one. As it's now 22-7. That's the most by any. Oh, wow. So Josh Allen just broke the career rushing touchdown record. So I guess congratulations to him. Pickens and DK would have probably gotten a fight. Oh, yeah, they would have fought each other. That would have been unfortunate. That actually would have been kind of funny to see DK and Pickens fighting each other on the sideline or something. That would have actually been pretty funny. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. 23-7. It's a 16-point game with 14:08 left to go in the 4th quarter. Pathetic. GG. Yep, GG. GG. I knew it as soon as I saw Rudolph in at quarterback, I said GG in my head. Letting Pickens go was dumb. I mean, again, we weren't going to use him. I get why people are going to just say, oh, well, what do you know? Pickens is obviously great. Yeah, I get it. No, I know that. We know that. But we weren't using him. So, we weren't using him the way that he should have been used. So, he was just going to probably continue to be a problem for the Steelers. So, I mean, again, I don't hate it. Would have just wanted to use him, really. Again, if we have him, we use him, but we didn't. We threw it to him maybe 4 or 5 times a game. Sometimes, we would target him a lot, but I assure you, Pickens would have had great chemistry with Rodgers. 100% Rodgers would have thrown his way a lot. But that's just, again, they didn't target him. Now Tomlin has to go for 2. Yep, Steelers are lucky an AFC North team didn't get Pickens. Well, I mean, why would we trade him to an AFC North team? It's not like he was a free agent there. Pickens way better than the Cowboys. Yeah, no, they know. I mean, they're targeting him. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But no, again, that notion that, the Steelers were dumb. Again, they were dumb not to use him. If you're not going to use him, then you try to get what you're going to, what do you think he's worth? And would have lost him after season and got nothing. Yeah, exactly. He would not have re-signed with the Steelers. He was clearly done with the Steelers, and we would have let him go for nothing. Starting to think Will Howard would give the Steelers a spark. I don't think so, but at this point, if they want to go with Howard, it is what it is. Fine. We need a quick touchdown, Doc. I don't know, man. That's asking a lot. That's asking a lot from the Steelers right now. Currently happening 26-0. Seahawks leading over the Vikings. And then, of course, the Chargers lead 24-7 over the Raiders. The one thing that is, I guess, a positive for the Steelers tonight is if they lose, they will still be in 4th place. But it would pretty much solidify that, it's going to be division or nothing. If they win tonight, you have an outside shot at making the playoffs as a wild card, just in case the Ravens were to do well. But, man, the loss here is pretty much AFC North title or nothing. Cowboys have an offense that's better suited for Pickens. Yep, Rodgers not really the answer. I mean, again, he's kind of banged up, you know. But clearly, again, an injured Rodgers, they trust him more than a healthy Rudolph. Fielded inside the 10. He's at the 15, the 20, the 25. Spinning around at the 30. Still spinning around. Spamming the circle button. Brought down at the 33-yard line. And that's where the Steelers will begin their drive. Here comes Rodgers. Again, they're down 16 with 14 to go. Bills won this game. Oh, yeah, 100%. Fourth quarter. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. Rodgers has never been the answer. Yeah, he was never long-term for sure. He said the Steelers would be in fourth place. The fourth seed. My bad. Fourth seed. Rodgers. Oh, there's a fumble. I didn't really get to see what happened there. I don't know if it was a roll or whatnot. And Rodgers just falling on it. A loss of forever. I don't know. A loss of 10. That was the snap was a roller. A holy roller, and Rodgers just has to fall on it. Unbelievable things that's pretty much it. 2nd and 26, a 16-yard loss as Rodgers is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As Rodgers takes the snap, drops back, he's looking. He steps up. He fires. It's caught at the 20. This is Washington at the 30. Oh, he's still plowing over people. Brought down at the 37. Well, there's Darnell. You like to see him. So it makes it 3rd and manageable. Don't tell me the Bills got it. Yeah, no, the Steelers, he did fall on it. Got to score this drive or it's over. Yep. Are you sure you're a Steelers hater? You're pulling for him, I think. 3rd and 7 in the shotgun. Rodgers. 3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Warren in the backfield. As Rodgers takes the snap, looking to his left, fires. It is caught across the 40. He's at the 45. And that is going to be a first down for the Steelers. DK Metcalf on the catch. And that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Time for some of that Rodgers magic. Yep, bottom line is Steelers sucked into the coaching. Case closed. Yep, I agree. 1st and 10. Rodgers and the Steelers are at their own 47 as Rodgers hands it off to Warren up the middle. He's at the 50, the 45. Oh, hurtling over a guy and brought down at the 41. That is a gain of 12, and that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. What's the weather in Rodgers back? It's cold. Rodgers is back in the game, yep. Your Steelers hater just don't like the Bills. Gotcha. Love-hate thing, yeah. 1st and 10 at the 41 as Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left, pardon me. As Rodgers drops back, he's looking, swings it out. It is batted at the line, incomplete. I believe that's Tre'Davious White. He's been there forever, knocking it down. Are the Raiders making a comeback? Are they? I didn't see that. Last time I checked, they were getting crushed. Jalen Hurdle, yep. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. As, again, a score here would go a long way and, maybe give us some false optimism here. As Rodgers most likely in the shotgun. Again, I'm not really looking. There we go. He is in the shotgun. Receiver to left, trips to the right. As Rodgers takes a snap, looking over the middle. He fires it. It is caught at the 25. Washington at the 20. Breaking tackles and brought down at the 15. Again, they will never make me hate you, Darnell. I love that guy. That is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Darnell Washington. He is just so good. 1st and 10 at the 15. Rodgers drops back, looking to his left, now to his right. He's in the pocket, going to check it down, incomplete. Pass intended for Warren. Then he was dancing in the pocket. You can see again, Rodgers clearly beat up. Rodgers very good on Packers, yep. You're a Patriots fan? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, that kind of explains it. Washington, a monster. He is. Really want to pick against the Patriots tomorrow. I'm thinking about it, man. I'm thinking Giants might have a shot. I'm not kidding. I'm flirting with that idea that the Giants might do it. Pull the upset. 2nd and 10. Rodgers in the shotgun. Chips to the right. 1 receiver to the left. As Rodgers takes a snap, looking to his left. Now over the middle, fires it incomplete. Little miscommunication there. Rodgers is screaming and yelling. So 3rd and 10 coming up for the Steelers. He's staring at somebody. I don't know who he was looking at, but he was definitely not happy. Oh, wow. So Rodgers was aiming to the middle. So he wanted Smith to break out or break in, but he broke out. That's tough. 3rd and 10, Rodgers in the shotgun, chips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. As Rodgers does his green 19, and of course he takes the snap, drops back. Heavy pressure, floats it. It is caught. He's at the 10 and brought down at the 8. He was down. Ball did come loose. Notice how I did regular season. Hold on, I guess. The Giants will beat the Patriots in the regular season. Yeah, in the regular season. I guess so. Final score, Seahawks won 26-0. So 4th and 2, they're going to go for it. The only thing holding me back is how the Giants are bad in the 4th quarter. Yep. All right, 4th and 2. They are at the 7. They need to get to the 5, or this game is pretty much over. Rodgers sending a man in motion. Rodgers hands it off to Gainwell up the middle, and that is nothing. Rodgers knew it immediately. And the Bills' defense stands tall, and they will take over at the Buffalo 9. Thumbs down for Pittsburgh. If all the betting's on the pass, then go with the Giants. Yeah, there we go. His quarterbacking for the Giants. I think it's Winston. Rodgers better at 40 than injured Prime Sanders. I guess you're talking about Shador. I mean, yeah, probably. I would probably agree with that, honestly. Terrible call. No, Chris, what's your favorite team? All right, yeah, you guys just talk away. Again, I've lost the plot here, folks. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. This is a tough one. Make sure, again, to chat down below. Yeah, I don't know. I've lost it, man. It's a tough one for the Steelers. This is what the Steelers do. This is what the Steelers do to the Steeler fans. A once proud fan base, a once proud franchise that has seemingly just lost its way. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we ever will find our way, or at least not under current. Well, actually, I can tell you, under current coaching, it's not going to happen. And I would still extend that to ownership as well. I mean, you'd really hate to see the Rooney sell the team, but again, Art Rooney is also he is just kind of like Mark Davis. He's not even close to what his parents and his grandfather was. So yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay if I'm okay if Rooney were to sell the team, because clearly he does not care. He doesn't care at all. Give Howard the call. Now we'll see. Favorite running back of all time? Probably LaDainian Tomlinson. Can't wait to see the Pittsburgh Dad video tomorrow. Yep. I know Trisk loves him. Barry Sanders, yeah. Your Chris Johnson and Walter Payton. I didn't see Walter Payton play. Yeah, Chris Johnson was pretty good. I like LaDainian Tomlinson, though. He was pretty good. Time for Tomlin to move on and get a fresh coach in for Pittsburgh. I agree. Would have taken the point stock. That's fair. 23-10. That's definitely doable. I mean, any points there would have been huge, really. Yeah. Thank you for the stream. So appreciate you, George, for tuning in. Yeah, it's a very disappointing day for the Steelers. Scoop and score now or never. Yeah, it'd be nice. Have you ever ended a stream? No. I will never end a stream until it hits 0. No. But yeah, this is brutal, though. 1st and 10 as Allen is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Allen is going to hand it off. This is Cook down the right side. Cuts inside at the 10. Brought down at the 12. Making a plethora of Steelers miss there. Nice gain of 3. Cook again at 135 yards. He is cooking. Chris Johnson walked so Jahmyr Gibbs could run. I don't know if that's. I think they're different backs there. You like Todd Gurley? Yeah, Gurley kept getting hurt. Yeah, that was his issue. And then he had I think he had arthritis in his knee. That is tough. 2nd and 7 for Allen and the Bills as he's under center, sending a man in motion. And Allen takes the snap, and he's rolling to his right. Pump fakes, looking, fires. It's caught at the 25, brought down at the 28, and that is a Buffalo Bills first down. Rodgers doesn't want to get that ring. I think he wants to get that ring. I think it's just the Steelers are just not a good team. They're just not a good team. At the end of the day, that's something we have to accept. The defense has been overrated for years now. The offense they've pretty much neglected that side of the ball. I mean, 2020 was really the last time I felt like the offense could put up points. It's disgusting. 1st and 10 at the 28 as Allen hands it off up the middle. This is Cook. Cook bouncing it outside, making a guy miss, and is slung out of bounds after a gain of 4. So Buffalo again currently 7-4. I'd imagine the Chargers are still winning in that game. Raiders are down by 10. Yeah, so again, the Chargers going to be 8-4. The Bills going to be 8-4. So again, all the wild cards just going to move up. Makes it even more difficult, I think. Again, Steelers lose this game. It's pretty much going to be you have to win the AFC North or that's it. So 2nd and 6 as Allen is under center. Ball at the 32. As Allen rolls to his left. Allen making a guy miss. Shovel pass. It's caught at the 34. Dropped at the 35. That is a gain of 3 for the Buffalo Bills. Making it 3rd and 3 coming up. Probably looks better now. I mean, I don't know. It's only one game since his terrible game. Definitely do have a love-hate thing when it comes to Pittsburgh. I used to watch Pitt games as a kid. Oh, UConn. Oh, you're talking about the Panthers. Oh, I gotcha. Ricky Williams. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. He was a man before his time for multiple reasons. 3rd and 3 in the shotgun. Allen lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. He's looking, floats it to the left. It's caught at the 30, and the Steelers are going to allow him to walk to the first down. First down, Buffalo, as again, they're just kind of chewing the clock here. It's been downhill since Ben retired. Yep, exactly, 100%. Again, Ben was 2021, retired in the last year was 2021. But the thing is, they didn't. It's kind of like what we saw this year with the Steelers not getting some receivers. They didn't get him any help. They didn't get him any help. They didn't protect him. The offensive line was terrible in 2021. It's the worst Steelers offensive line I've ever seen. And that's what you do for your 39-year-old franchise quarterback. You give him trash cans up front. 1st and 10 for Allen as he hands it off up the middle. He's at the 40. And he's still moving his feet at the 45. They're going to whistle it dead. That is a gain of 7. Watch the Bengals win the AFC North. Well, I mean, if they keep winning, heck yeah. They have to win every single game, though. That's the thing. AFC North is pretty bad this year, which is sad. Originally had the Bengals on top of the Ravens at 10-7. Steelers at 9-8. And yeah, the Browns are the Browns. Pretty much the same. I don't know if I still have it. I had Baltimore at 12-5, Pittsburgh at 10-7, Cincinnati at 10-7. Yeah. Yep, definitely not happening this year. 2nd and 3 as Allen is under center. And he will hand it off up the middle. This is, I believe that's Davis. He's going to get a yard. Yeah, they're just chewing the clock. Wasted Ben's years. Yep. Should have 2 more. I agree. From South Beach, Florida. Hello, my friend. How's it going? Neftali, appreciate you for tuning in for this depressing game. You'd be a better coach. You wouldn't do any worse. You miss Bill Cowher. Me too. Me too. So 3rd and 2 for Allen. And the Bills, 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 49 for a brand new set of downs as Allen is under center. And it looks like they are going to take a timeout. So timeout Buffalo. Again, they lead 23-7 with just under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Patriots Steelers game was horrible. Yeah, that's tough. Favorite wide receivers? I like Hines Ward and of course Antonio Brown. Definitely no bias there. And again, they were great as well. They know the Bills are running and screen pass and can't stop them. Yep. Buffalo has 237 rushing yards. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. How many rings did Ben get? He got 2. Cower Power. Yep. Calvin, Randy, Julio, Jacoby, DeAndre Hopkins. You like the physical? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I prefer the smaller, shifty receivers. Again, Brown was just so good. He played big. I liked Julio, though. Julio was great. Calvin, of course. Randy was great. Jacoby Jones, not really. He was all right. I didn't really like Hopkins, to be honest. So 3rd and 2, as Allen is under center. And he hands it off up the middle. This is Cook. He's crossing the 50 and brought down at the 47. Again, there's no spamming. Again, if you're trying to be hilarious, well, you're not. You're just annoying, to be honest. We'll put you in a timeout, though, because I'm just that guy. I'm not going to ban. Well, I won't ban today. Holmes. I like Santonio Holmes. Yeah. Santonio Holmes is great. I guess people say we day when they're 4-8. You guys 4-8? Or no, who day? No, you were saying who day. We're we day, by the way. 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 47. Allen under center as he hands it off to Cook. Cook taking it down the right side, and he is tripped up. That is a loss of 3. As again, Buffalo just looking to chew the clock. Madden 26. No, I don't have Madden 26. I'm not buying another Madden game. Madden is not good anymore, folks. If you were wondering about the video game world. College football's good, though. I like college football. 2nd and 13 as Allen is under center yet again. Again, they're just chewing the clock as Allen floats it. It is caught by Coleman across the middle at the 45, brought down at the 43. Makes it 3rd and 5. Brandon Marshall. I'm thinking about Brandon Marshall. There is a flag. I just noticed that there is a flag there. After the play. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on number 93 of Pittsburgh. And that is a brand new set of downs for Allen and the Bills. Watt, by the way, shaken up. Watt has been double teamed and all that today. Wow. So brand new set of downs for the Bills. It has been rough. And now they're going to, I guess there's a commercial, I don't know, media timeout. I don't know. So, again, 23-7, Bills leading over the Steelers. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, I'll finish, of course, the game. It'll probably be a hard out as soon as the game ends. Again, appreciate you guys. Make sure you're getting a like and subscribe. Hopefully we get a better game next week with Steelers-Ravens. Both games I called today, I guess, were not close. Jaguars-Titans and then Buffalo Bills and Steelers. That's just the way it works, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, no, appreciate you guys. Again, if everyone were to sub right now, we would hit 2,500 subscribers. So again, appreciate you guys for your support. Much appreciated. But yeah, just not really an ideal day for, of course, being a Steeler fan, and then just the games in general that I called. Steelers are worthless. As a Packer fan, I really hated Marshall. Yep, happens. I think he just retired. That's the way it works. But yeah, let's check out what's happening in the other games real quick. Again, we're all kind of just awaiting the conclusion. The Chargers leading 24-14 over the Raiders. Of course, there's 2 minutes to go in that one. And of course, again, the Seahawks shut out the Vikings 26-0. Niners 26, Browns 8, Jaguars 25, Titans 3. Texans 20, Colts 16, Dolphins 21, Saints 17, Jets 27, Falcons 24, Buccaneers 20, Cardinals 17, and the Panthers 31, Rams 28. Steelers are pathetic. Yeah. Like and subscribe to get Dr. Lane 2,500. It would be nice. Would be nice. I don't know if I earned it today. Again, it was just not great streams, really. Ravens, Steelers first place. Yeah, Steelers do have current. They will, even if they lose, they will have first place. But yes, next week we'll give whoever an advantage. TJ's double team. I know, it's ridiculous. Why can't anyone get to the quarterback? I don't know. It's ridiculous. It really is. We lost. Yep, GG's, Legend Gamer. You think we're making playoffs? Depends on how we do against the Ravens. Those games will let us know a lot. I don't know. Right now, I'd be saying no, to be honest. It looks like Doc stepped on Watt. That's great. That's not good. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bills. They're at the Pittsburgh 27, handing it off up the middle as he's crossing the 25, brought down at the 22. That's a gain of 5. That was Ray Davis on the carry, as the intensity of this game has pretty much went out the window, like the Steelers' chances of winning. Thanks for bringing me to this game. Appreciate it, bud, for listening. James, yeah, I saw the James Harrison and Joe Hayden clip. I should have posted it. That's what I should have done on my shorts section of YouTube. Yeah, no, that is. Yeah, he hates what the Steelers have become. We need him to be the coach, honestly, or just involved in the Steelers organization, handing it off up the middle, crossing the 20, and brought down at the 19. A gain of 3, but yeah, no. Him and Joe Hayden have a podcast together, and Harrison was just ripping into the current Steelers. Just because you wear that black and gold doesn't mean you're a Steeler. You have to earn it, and none of these guys pretty much have. Again, I mean, last time, of course, the Steelers won a playoff game was 2016. I mean, it is going to be 9 years, folks. 9 years. And the Steelers will have not won a playoff game if they, of course, finish this year with no playoff win. And, of course, you'll still have people defending Tomlin, which is insane. I would like to think, though, as that we are at the 2-minute warning, by the way, 3rd and 2, I would like to think that maybe Steelers ownership will actually do something and not listen to the media. I would like to think that maybe, hey, 9 years, that's a long time. That's approaching Marvin Lewis territory. We might want to go in a different direction. And, of course, not fire him. We don't want to fire him. There will definitely be teams that will trade some picks for him. So I'll gladly take that. Ravens are a very beatable team. Well, so the Steelers. AFC North is weak. I know. It's usually one of the better divisions, but not this year. Saw your day end like this. Let's hope for good college games this week. Well, again, that's Friday and Saturday. There's no more college football is getting stupid, too, with all the personal folks and dumb actions. Yeah, no, it is what it is. It is what it is. But, yeah, there's no college football this week until Friday, so no more football streams during the week. We'll figure it out. Of course, again, I'll be back Monday, folks, for Giants-Patriots, and hopefully we had a better game. Steelers fans Steelers. We are trash, and Steelers fan, it's time for Mike Tomlin to retire. Time running out to get rid of him. He's not a leader for nothing. Yeah, no. We, again, I really don't want to fire him unless we see, hey, what are you guys offering? I think we can get a first-round pick for him. I really do, because there are some owners that will 100% listen to the media, like the Jets. Like the Jets owner is an idiot. So, but now, of course, I don't think they will get rid of Glenn. This is his first year. So we'll see. Maybe the Titans, hey, maybe trade him to Tennessee. Ravens are tough to beat. Again, I think it'll be a good game. It should be. I don't know. I could easily see a 23-7 game where the Ravens win. Are the Bengals contenders? Unlikely. Again, they have to win out. They have to win out. I just don't see that happening. I don't know. I mean, that would be pretty shocking. Pretty shocking. We're back here in Pittsburgh again, 23-7. Buffalo cruising to a win over Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh had the ball for 16 minutes and 54 seconds. Let me go ahead and show you that real quick, just in case you can't actually understand how bad that is. The Bills have had the ball for 41 minutes and 6 seconds. Of course, if they hold it the rest, that'll be 43 minutes of clock. I've never seen that one-sided before as he hands it off up the middle, and Cook is not going to get much as he gets tackled after a yard. That's unbelievable. I've never seen it that lopsided. So again, the Bills will take on Cincinnati. Again, Cincinnati has a rough road. Again, if they lose one more game, they're out. Unless, of course, 8-9 is up for grabs in the division. And then Buffalo has New England, Cleveland, Philly, and then the Jets. So again, Buffalo as well has a pretty tough road ahead of them. So we'll see how it goes. As Buffalo, again, they're going to take their second timeout with about a minute 12 to go. Yeah, timeout, Buffalo. Unbelievable. If I was still back to murder, I'd go steal a house for sale and put a... Yeah. That's funny. You stream it Thursday Night Football? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Monday and Thursday, I do both. I would not trade a Tomlin to an AFC team if possible. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean, what's he going to do? Go 9-8 with them? I mean, let Howard get a chance. I mean, maybe at the... if the Steelers get the ball back, sure, for this minute, mine as well. I have no problem with that. It snows here, yep. Setting records, I guess. This drive's been 8 minutes, yep. Colts versus Jaguars. That'll be a good one. I think the Jaguars win that one. The snap to hold the kick. It is up. It is good. Right down the middle. And the Bills are now up by 3 scores. So, again, any small chance you had, it's over now. So 26-7. As it looks like Rodgers is in the code. Again, I mean, yeah, might as well let Howard. Yeah, and I don't know if he is allowed to be, and I don't know if he's the emergency quarterback or he was actually listed as active. But, man, 43-17, no chance to win when it's that lopsided. It's ridiculous. Thank you for sticking with your streams no matter what, Doctor. Much respect. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's embarrassing. Of course, again, you have idiots that think they're so funny. Oh, the Steelers stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we all know that. Steelers fans are aware that we're not great. Trust me, we do. We do. So, I mean, it's just weird. It's like, okay, I guess this is your first time ever winning. It seems like it. Also, kiss the rings, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't know who's worse, Matt LaFleur or Tomlin. Oh, I mean, come on, Matt LaFleur. He's not bad. I don't think he's bad. I don't know, Packers fans might disagree. I think he's fine. Fielded at the 3s, at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. Cuts inside at the 25 and brought down at the 28. That's where the Steelers will take over. Christmas tree. Yeah, so hey, actually, my parents have their Christmas tree up too. Thanks for your streams again, Doc. Weekend was great. Listen, yeah, no, yesterday was fun. Yesterday we had some great games. Today, not so much. Unfortunate. Hence the terrible towel. Yep. Again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. This is Rudolph, by the way. Rudolph going to be doing this 2-minute drill. Bills outscoring Pittsburgh, of course, 23-0 in the second half. Absolutely embarrassing. Rudolph is going to hand it off up the middle. This is Caleb Johnson, and he's not going to get much. He gets brought down at the line of scrimmage. So, again, Buffalo will move to 8-4. Pittsburgh 6-6. And I don't know if it'll update there on NFL.com. That is not. But, again, you can expect Buffalo actually probably stay there at 7 as Rudolph drops back. He's looking. Moving to his right is Rudolph, keeping his eyes downfield, throws. It's caught, and then Skoranek runs into a Steelers coach on the sideline. That was actually incomplete. So 39 coming up for the Steelers. Billy, you guys played well. You're, I don't know. It's okay. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, RC. Thank you. Have a great night. Yes, you guys all have a great night. Y'all take care. Can we see the touchdown turkey one more time? Yep. One last time. The touchdown turkey. It's been real. As Rudolph hands it up the middle to Johnson, and Johnson brought down at the 30, and that's going to do it. The Bills defeat the Steelers 26-7. And the Steelers most likely are going to do what they do best. Be mediocre, as they're now 6-6. It's so weird talking without the headset on. It feels completely different. That's kind of crazy. You done for that? Yeah, no more games for me. Do you think Aaron Rodgers should retire after the season and firing Tommy? They should fire. I mean, again, I think they should trade Mike Tomlin. Try not to fire him if you can. And then Aaron Rodgers, again, you know, if he doesn't make the playoffs, yeah, it might be time to go. Might be time to ride off in the sunset, which I'd feel bad for him. I'm sure he wants to make one last run before he goes, but, you know, I think he chose the wrong team, to be honest. Have you ever been to a Steelers game at home? I have not. Good night. Good night. Yeah, again, you guys all have a good night. Tied of the division. Yeah, for now, again, the Steelers do have the tiebreaker for what it's worth. I don't know if it's going to update immediately. It's not, but yeah. The Steelers, again, will have currently still in the playoff picture. But, yep, that's going to do it. Again, make sure again to like and subscribe before you go. We're closing in on 2,500. I believe we were just 5 subs away. And, of course, I'll be back on tomorrow for the Giants and the Patriots. I'll be sure to get that stream up before the end of the day. That way you can see it on my feed, or I'll do it tomorrow. One of those. Again, I'll be doing it tomorrow for sure. Again, I'll be live. But I will catch you guys in the next one. You guys all have a great rest of your night. Sorry, Steeler Nation, it happens. Congratulations to the Bills fans here. Well earned. You guys dominated, especially in the second half. So good stuff for you guys, and good luck going forward as you guys host the Bills, or no, the Bengals next week. They don't have the tiebreaker. Oh, it showed the Ratbirds in the division. Oh, really? It did. Okay. That's interesting. Let me go ahead and refresh. Because I was under the assumption that 5-3 in the conference was better than 4-4. I guess I'm crazy. So I don't know. I don't think that's correct. Yeah, I don't know. It's not going to update. But again, the reason I was saying the Steelers were still in fourth, because again, the Steelers will be 5-3, and now it's 4-4. So I don't know. I don't think that's correct. And if they are, then I need it explained to me. I guess like I'm like a kindergartner. I guess I don't know. See you tomorrow night. Yes, later, Doc. Yes, you guys all have a great night. I'm going to sign off. Y'all take care. And what a rough day it was to be a Steeler fan. But, hey, it is what it is. Again, appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe. Have a good night. And, again, hopefully you had a happy Thanksgiving. Peace.